Here they come. I still didn't get a message from Home Depot about my bird food.
I am white. Okay, well, I can take over here then.
Maybe they're out, still rounding it all up. Okay, so people have a little bit more time still, so it'll be a second.
You gave us a lot of time today for that.
Yeah, well, I was fussing on stuff here. Paula's here. She's such a distraction. Uh-huh. Yeah. Let's try to get stuff done real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Look at Diane and Ron are in the same room.
That's because I'm going to be cutting it short tonight.
Oh, you tired?
Bad night last night.
Ooh, are you sick with the same thing that's been...
No,
You sound okay.
I have nights I don't sleep.
Oh, Ron, I know. You're with Ron, Just saying.
What's going around?
It's called retirement.
I have a cold thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wish I could give you some magic juju, Diane, make it better, but I don't know of anything to help. Just
kind of disease is
I
it?
stay up as late as I can so that I can sleep
Mhm.
like a solid rock going to bed.
Mhm.
And my eyes are so dry because I've just been sick the last few days. And my eyes and my throat were dry and my eyes, they just hurt. So I got eye drops to make them better. I'm gonna put them right here, so I'll constantly keep putting them in. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Carter. Welcome back.
Kevin got here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Kevin got in here. I
He
didn't say hi to
escaped
him
from the
yet.
snow globe.
Yep.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is. A snow globe?
My
Yeah.
previous picture.
Oh, okay.
What about Carl?
I think something's going on because
There's
he
the
would be
snow.
here.
globe.
He's
Oh,
going to be here?
It's just
No, I said
AI
he would be here
generated.
if
I
he
just
if he
said
couldn't
happy
be,
No,
he
all
would
right.
be here.
He,
So
he
must be
texted.
something wrong.
He said, "I'm okay, but I'm not playing tonight." No
That's
other.
not an answer.
That's Carl.
We need a
Well,
why.
no, we're glad he's
No,
alive
not gonna
and
push it.
We
functioning, and
are
we're
glad
missing
he's
him.
alive and not here.
Oh yeah, he
And
said
now,
the same thing. I'm
now the
okay.
championship is up for grabs.
That's right.
Yeah. We have
Yeah,
a chance
anybody
tonight.
could win, guys.
We
I'm
have
gonna
a
tell him
chance.
that.
You're saying there's a chance?
I'd rather have him here and have his team have a sure thing.
If he was in our team, Karen. Shh.
Oh, it's fun having Carl here. Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Says
which,
he is.
people who are really fantastic at trivia, what's happened to Bill?
Mm.
Does anybody
He was
know?
invited back. I asked him if he wanted to come back, and I think he said he's got other plans on that night now.
Yeah, okay.
What happened to the chicken guy?
Yeah,
I
Flockmeister.
He's also
invite him.
having,
Oh, right.
I
he was
invite
having
him all the time.
he has time. It's he's in Chicago and he just doesn't stay up late. So
Does he know we're not going as late as we used to?
Yeah, I did tell him. I actually he does the recovering from religion hangouts frequently, and I've asked him this question. I basically just got disenamored with it. I won't go into any more details.
Okay.
you can tell me later.
So-
Okay. So we have Karen, Gail, Ramiro, and Robin. And Robin says she'll be here, and Deborah says she'll be here in about 15 more minutes. So keep that in mind. We have.
By the way, since I've got my dishes done, I guess I can hang around.
All right,
probably
Jim.
till
You gotta make up for
Yay,
Avi.
Jim.
Diane says she's not gonna be staying
So
late.
you're saying we have a chance?
And Carl's not here,
He's on
so
my
yeah, we
team.
have a chance.
He's on my team.
Paula is here.
Depends on the subjects.
Yeah, well, Paula is here, but she will be on the same team I'm on because she's not going to be
But you're not on a team. What does that mean?
well, when I go into a team, she's in that team.
Paula and
Oh,
Susan
this
are
is
a
new.
tag team tonight.
So like I'm never any help. Since I'm no help, Paula will be
Paula and Susan are the tag team champs for
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. So you get us each time.
You get the belt.
Okay,
Claim the
so
belt. Oh yeah.
Karen, Rob. Okay, so I forgot to write these down. I did. So yeah, I saw your trip to North California's bookstores, it looked like. Okay, anyway, so we should get off that subject because
That's a fun thing to do in the Bay Area. Hit
but
the
I sure watched you.
bookstores.
Okay, Gail. Okay, so we are starting off with Team 1 that's led by Karen, and that is Alan, Avi, Kara. Wait, are we seeing? Let me think. Kara, Karen, and Rob. Just ignore Paula.
Oh, you're gonna love our team name.
The team name is in the chat.
And you have to read it.
Okay. Do you really care? Wait, do you okay, do you really care if it's Kara? Do you really care if it's Kara, or Kara?
Just say Kara.
How would you say it 3 different ways?
But you tell us, Susan.
Yeah.
Do you really care if it's Kara, or Kara?
Kara, or
Kara.
Like a parrot?
Oh, Kara. Oh, wait a minute.
It sounds like y'all are saying
Kara,
Toro.
Kara. Hurrah. I like that one.
Hooray.
Hey, where's our
It sounds like a Stargate name. Kara.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, Daniel's wife was Share. That's right. Yes, that's why I said it.
where's
What?
Jamie?
Kyle?
Jamie.
In Thailand.
Jamie wrote to me. It's his wife's birthday, so
He's in Thailand.
going out.
He should have surprised her with a surprise trivia.
Kyle and Brandy are not here.
Okay. Team number 2. Celia, Faith, Gail, James, and Diane and Ron.
Celia?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Typing a little slow, sorry. Y2K is 25 years old.
Oh my God, can you believe it?
Isn't that crazy?
Quarter of a century.
Oh my gosh. And remember what a big deal that was?
That was a big damn deal back then.
Oh my gosh, that just feels like it was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And everybody's forgotten
10
that
years
panic.
at the very most, not 25.
Ridiculous. Okay. Jeanine,
Janine.
Kevin,
Janine.
Peggy, and Romero.
With religion, Carter was an honorable man.
Oh yeah, he was a very wonderful
There
man.
was.
What a man.
Give Christians a good name.
Yeah, he sure did. And then they went and spoiled
We
it.
screwed it up, yeah.
I watched a video today that was they were talking about how religion's in decline. They're losing like 50% of their churches in the last 10 years. I mean, the buildings are gone. And they interviewed all these people who were talking about the reasons for it. And it was like, they did mention the scandals. They did mention a little bit about, Tammy Faye Baker and all that other stuff, Peter Popoff, but they were just making excuses for it. And it's like, I think there might be a lot more going on than you think. And you guys,
the big scandal was the molesting of all the little choir boys and
well,
stuff.
Lots of buildings they can turn into roller skating rinks now.
Well, they're upset because some people, they're turning them into places of decadence like bars and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there is an ex-church in one of the older parts of Calgary that was a shop selling skis and other outdoor equipment for a while.
Okay, so Kat
Carter was a good man.
He was a good man.
Give him a little tribute. Indeed.
Kat, Vincent, Wendy, and Robin will be here.
Okay, does it matter if there's been a little bit of overlap with another team? Okay.
Is that your team name?
That's our team name, but you can shorten it to whatever you want.
Oh my gosh.
We survived all the negative hype over the Blair Witch Project and Y2K a quarter of a century ago. Let's hope we survive this negative hype too.
We could do it, you guys.
I don't get the Blair Witch Project connection, but okay, you can tell me later.
Don't you remember the Blair Witch
Don't you remember
Project?
all the hype about what a terrifying movie it was, yada, 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 and it was
That was
crap?
25 years ago.
No.
Wow, has it been
People
25
thought it
years
was
for that
real.
too? I never watched it because it made me, I thought I was going to just get motion sick if I watched it.
Yeah, I don't like that jiggly camera that became popular in a couple like Cloverfield did that too, and
Yeah, it was
It was
a
a
I love
dreadful bloody
Cloverfield.
movie.
I didn't see that either. Okay, so here we have game number 249. Gosh, we're almost at 250.
found footage. That's the name I was looking for. Found
Yeah.
footage film. That's what they call those.
Season 5.
Right.
And we have 4 teams. They're vying for competition. This is the first game of 2025. Isn't that awesome? Woo, we made it to another year. All right. So the team names are the teams that are vying for competition for bragging rights for at least one more week are Do you really care if it's Kara, or Kara? Team number 2, Y2K is 25 years old. Team 3, even with religion, Carter was an honorable man. Team 4, we survived all the negative hype over the Blair Witch Project and Y2K a quarter of a century ago. Let's hope we survive this negative hype too. We can do this, you guys. I think we're going to do it. A few days ago, I got interviewed for Monterey County Skeptic Camp to be in our Coast Weekly, and he didn't include it, but in the conversation I'm having with him, he kept asking me questions about what's going on in the world and on and on. And we had a lot of questions. He asked me about what I thought was going to happen the next 4 years. I said, I tend to be optimistic. I think we're going to be a lot better than we think. We're more prepared, and it takes a long time to get anything changed. So I said, I think we're going to be all right. But I says, as far as the pseudoscience goes, oh my gosh, hold my beer. It's going to get weird. And he goes, that's it. That's it. I'm going to write that down. I didn't see it make it into the article, but that's what he said is, hold my beer.
It's going to get weird.
Really strange. So,
well, why didn't they ask Thomas John?
I know, for reals. And the thing I'm doing for Skeptic Camp is on the wind chill pitting incident. I hope you guys all pay attention to that because I'll probably be doing a category on it.
What?
So just as a hint. And one of the things that at the end of the wind chill pitting incident, which I'm not going to go into right now, is since when that started to die down, people started saying, people are going and taking air out of my tires of my car. People are going, hoodlums are going and letting air out of my car. I like Celia's expression. People are letting air out of
Why?
the car.
That's my expression. What?
Susan, may I repeat the phrase that what your topic is?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Windshield pitting. Windshields of cars pitting.
Being pitted.
Oh, windshield.
Windshield pitting.
And so after that died down, it went to cars, tires being let out.
It's got a lot to do with the drones, interestingly.
Yeah, I'm setting it up for the drone thing. But anyway,
basically, if you don't notice something, then you're not ever looking at it to notice that there's something already there. But when somebody draws your attention to it, look at that, something's happening.
You start seeing it everywhere, like the drones or whatever.
Everyone started reporting that, like, and they thought it was atomic fallout or other things like people with BB guns. And no, all windshields have always looked like that forever. People just didn't notice it before.
Right. And then at that time, the wind chills weren't quite as formed as well as they are now. This is a lot better, but you just didn't notice it. And they thought sandworms were in it, that the worms would get inside.
Right, when they were making the glass.
Put eggs in the glass and then it would expand. They thought it was worms. No,
oh my God. Then they migrated into RFK's brain.
That explains it, Karen.
Okay, anyway, so we're not talking about wind chill pitting, but
he fell asleep in a drunken stupor on the hood of his car with his head against the windshield, and that's how he got the brainworm.
So just FYI, it's throwing it out there. So first category is going to be Karen. Karen, you have your powers. What is you got for the first category of the new year? What do you got?
Windshield pitting.
The category is the Voyager spacecraft statement. I'm not going to mute you. Just kindly refrain from making any comments about the statement, please. Here we go.
Why? It's a good
A statement signed by a president of the USA is traveling through the cosmos aboard the Voyager Golden Records. Voyager 1 and 2 are now in interstellar space. The statement is recorded in electronic impulses, which can be converted into printed words. FYI, Voyager 1 is currently 1.5 billion miles from Earth, about 25 billion kilometers, and Voyager 2 is about 13 billion miles, which is around 21 billion kilometers away. So for this category, you will please fill in the blanks. Unless expressly stated, the underscores do not necessarily offer an indication of letters in a particular word, yet they do accurately indicate if the answer is a single word or a specific number of words, right? So if there are a series of 4 underlines, that means the phrase you're looking for has 4 words in it, but the number of spaces may or may not be indicated. I do tell you on one specifically. And if you don't understand that, ask your teammates or message me once you get in your room. They likely will understand it. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, statement. This Voyager spacecraft was constructed by the United States of America. We are a community of blank million human beings among the more than 4 billion who inhabit the planet Earth, plus or minus 10 million on that answer. Oh my gosh, I'm getting moved here, emotionally moved by this. Number 2, we human beings are still divided into nation states, but these states are rapidly becoming a single 2 words. Number 3, can someone read that, please?
We cast this message into blank blank. It is likely to survive 1 billion years into our future when our civilization is profoundly altered and the surface of the earth may be vastly changed.
Well done, Wendy.
Thank you.
Man, that's an understatement.
But
Earth is not going to be here livable in that time.
no,
Rob!
Who knows? Who knows, Rob?
The Earth will survive.
We cast these messages into blank blank. Wow. Okay. Number 4. Of the 200 billion stars in the blank blank blank, some, perhaps many, may have inhabited planets and spacefaring civilizations. Oh, it's just all so fabulous. Why do we need to make up shit? Five. If one such civilization intercepts Voyager and can understand these recorded contents, here is blank blank. In this case, the spaces match the letters. 3 letters and 6 letters in those 2 blanks. If one such civilization intercepts Voyager and can understand these recorded contents, here is blank blank. And then there's a colon. We go on. Okay, this is a multiple choice for number 6. This is a present from a small, distant world. A token of, and then there's a series of blanks. Do you fill in the blanks with A, Earth's resources, current technology, popular activities, historical highlights, human physiology, and global cultures? Or B, our sounds, our science, our images, our music, our thoughts, and our feelings? Or C, hopeful outreach, accurate representation, peaceful intention, respectful communication, welcoming connection, and committed allyship? Which is that? A, B, or C? The next line, 7. We are attempting to survive our time so we may blank into yours. Number 8. We hope someday, having solved the problems we face, to join a community of blank civilizations. Just so wonderful. Number 9. This record represents our hope and our determination and our goodwill in a vast and blank blank. And then at the bottom, Jimmy Carter, President of the United States. Someone read it.
Jimmy Carter, President of the United States of America. The White House, blank, blank, blank. September 5th, 1977. It's choice A. Choice B, August 20th, 1977. Choice C, July 4th, 1977. Choice D, June 16th, 1977.
Thank you very much. Okay, stay if you have questions or message me from your room, and we will open the rooms. So
Just for number 5, Karen, the colon.
stay here, Rob, if you have a question.
Yeah.
And yes, Rob.
The colon, does that mean there's like just an extension that you haven't included there? Is that what that colon means?
No, that begins. That's the proper. The next number 6 follows that. That's the way it's.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you,
In
Wendy.
6, we're not filling in the blanks, are we? No.
No, you're picking A, B, or C.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Wendy.
Oh, thank you, Karen. It's
You've got
a
a good voice.
beautiful topic. Thank you.
It's a very good topic. Okay.
Are we going to room 1?
Yeah. So we're going to room 1. Room 1. Good job, Karen.
That was a surprise.
You got that emotion coming in, huh? That was interesting to see. Okay, Robin, let me put you in your room.
Okay.
Robin, you are a co-host now, and you are going to go into room 4. And Paula and I are going to go into room 1. I need to give you permissions, Paula, to be able to go into rooms, right? Or do you have it?
It popped
Oh, you're
up.
already in one, but I need to get, when we come back, I need to give you permission
Okay.
so that you can go where I go. Hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
Paula and I are here in your team.
Okay.
That won't probably much help. I can't see the question.
You can't see the screen?
Oh. Got it.
Okay,
I'm
has
sure.
anybody read this recently that remembers it?
I know I've read it, but it was a long time ago.
I know a couple of these.
Okay. Should we
But
just
maybe
Oh,
start at the
would it be
beginning?
something like 250 million?
It's unfortunately it's a very small margin of error here. I don't see how we're going to get that right.
Yeah.
So the
I don't
world's
know why
population.
200. What are we now? We're over
Well, so
300.
yeah, I'm looking. The
We're
world
about-
population was 4 billion, and now it's about 7.5.
And the
Oh, this
US
is the United
population.
States? Is this the American
Yeah,
population?
I'm just
Yes.
trying to do a ratio. So like, yeah, now
Yeah.
the United States is what, 390, something like that? Is that
Yeah, I
big?
think it's probably about 250 million,
I think
maybe.
it's 250.
No, what?
It's at
No,
the
you're
time
saying
this was
for the
written in
answer.
1977.
All right, I was trying to get what it is now. Just
Yeah,
No.
I thought it was like 380 or something now.
yeah, that's
or-
what I think it is now. So I'm trying to get a ratio of what
250, I
that
think,
would.
is the number.
I agree with Susan.
So you're remembering from this writing that it was 250.
I think I
No,
remember
for
250,
some
and it's a
reason that
nice
just came
round
to mind.
amount too.
For the time.
Yeah,
But,
1977.
All right, I was trying to do the math, but that just popped into your head that it was 250 million?
yeah,
What,
but that,
what would doing the math help you?
They're
Trying to
also
do
going to
the-
seek a nice round number like that. They're not going to say 263 million. They're going to say a
Yeah.
nice round number like 250.
Probably.
Yeah. Also, it's not necessarily the case that the population of the United States has grown at the same rate
True,
as
true.
the global rate.
Yeah,
It's
I don't think you
probably
can math this
less
out.
than
That is true.
the global average.
Okay, number 2, we are human beings still divided into nation states, but these states are rapidly becoming a single.
United Nation.
Clusterfuck?
United Earth. I'm feeling United Earth.
Somehow I don't. This is so freaking optimistic for. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I like global Earth or something that's
A
positive.
single world government.
No,
That's
I'm thinking United would be the first word.
I
becoming
do
a single
too.
united.
People.
This is like post-war era.
Single united
77?
people.
A single united people?
Single united population.
Well, a single united people is sort of if this is all coming from Carter.
No, I don't think Carter would have written this.
United
This,
Airlines? I don't think so.
this is more
But,
like Carl Sagan and Anne Ryan wrote this.
Yeah,
right.
and it, had to be it went over a lot
This
of
is the golden record. They were in charge.
Yeah,
of
I
it.
know. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. United
Human beings are
people?
still divided
United,
into nation states, but these states are rapidly becoming a single united people. United Earth, I think, would make more sense. Just read the sentence. I think Earth fits better than people.
I like United Earth also.
Okay.
but what is Earth to them? Earth doesn't mean, what is Earth? Earth doesn't mean anything. It's just
Oh, that's
we.
true.
It's mentioned in the
But
first. It's mentioned in the first.
Yeah.
How about making a general united planet?
I like that better than Earth.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Okay, planet's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
close.
united planet. Okay.
I feel like 3 has got to be deep space.
We cast this message into. I was
Deep
thinking it was
space.
going to be our future.
I was
It's
thinking of
likely
outer
to
space.
survive a billion years.
Oh man, I was thinking the thing that came to me when he read was the void.
Paula says this. I'm
Yeah.
channeling Paula. She says, "I feel it's probably something about the cosmos because this is written by
Oh,
Carl
Ooh,
Sagan."
into the
There's-
cosmos.
into the
deep
cosmos. I like that.
space deep space sounds just too Star Trekky.
It does.
Yeah,
This is feeling real Star Trekky to me, and that's on me.
I do like the cosmos
But
better.
the cosmos,
too.
because
That tracks.
that was the series.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
The Milky Way galaxy is good for number 4.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that has to be.
If one civilization is why oh, this one is our coordinates.
But it has to be 6 letters for the second word. It's our something.
Our
like our
location?
but that's not 6 letters.
Well, how would they give the location?
Now I was thinking, here is our address.
That's
But the
7
problem
letters.
is
That's 6 letters.
Address?
they.
Let me see the rest of this.
Well, let's put that for now, but I don't think it can be right because how do you
That's
give their address?
7.
What is it relative to?
There
Yeah.
was a map. There is a map on there. Like
Yeah, that's right. There's a map.
Oh, I guess of the
Here is our
Yeah,
address
they
is not
had
6
the
letters.
quasars
But
and
that's
they were
7
trying
letters.
to locate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's a little arrow pointing. We're here.
Our system? That's
Hmm.
6 letters.
Let's put it for now.
Okay, let's come on because we'll run
Okay.
out of time, but I think it's good.
I like our address, but okay.
Well, address
It
doesn't
doesn't
work.
fit.
That's
7 letters.
7 letters.
Here's
A
Deborah.
D R E S.
There's 2 D's and 2
You
S's.
did the math.
Are there
Alan.
2 D's? Oh, well, I
You
didn't.
got up on it.
I missed that. I missed that in the grammar. Sorry.
I'm thinking number 6 is B.
I think so too.
Let
Yes.
me read it again.
Yes,
real quick.
the record had a lot of different music and sounds and stuff
Yeah.
on it, including Carl Sagan and Andrean's son's voice saying, "Greetings from the children of Earth."
Yeah, I agree with
Oh.
you.
And I was
think
hoping
it's
there was a
like
question
B.
about that, but she didn't put
Yeah.
that question.
Paula also
A-
says she likes B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A is not poetic enough.
And C sounds too recent. That's
It's
like
written by
current verbiage.
GTI, the chat GTP.
Yeah.
Could 7 be like venture?
Could be that. I was thinking persist, but venture sounds more optimistic.
We are attempting to survive our time, so we may. No, I guess it doesn't make sense.
Well,
Merge
if
kinda
you're
like
going
that.
to if you're going into survival,
Venture into yours, meet into yours. Because they're trying to say we hope to be able to meet up with.
What would be the opposite of well, not survive. That's not opposite, wouldn't be the word.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
the
are y'all
second word is
seeing that
7
note?
letters.
7 letters. Maybe
Let's
it
put
is
address.
address.
Oh, yeah. For some reason it doesn't show up really quick.
what happened
There was a message from Karen that said that it was 7 letters for number
instead of
5.
6? Instead
Yeah.
of 6?
But also location would work.
For
That's 8.
No, never mind. Yeah, you're right. Nope, it must be address.
Okay, let's try. So let's go back to 7. Oh, well,
Okay.
let's come back to 7.
Hope
I'm
someday
going to put a
happens, all the
question mark
problems they
there
share.
just
Community of
Yeah.
because I want to get something for everything, and then we can come
okay,
back.
8 is community of global civilizations or
celestial.
Likewise civilizations.
Galactic.
Galactic.
That sounds too Star Wars.
Celestial.
Yeah, I think it would be galactic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cosmological.
how about cosmos?
I like galactic too.
And goodwill in a vast
Cosmic
and
civilizations.
our hope and determination and our goodwill in a vast and great future.
Something universe or cosmos.
Vast and exciting future.
I feel like it's going to be something like mysterious and
Positive.
unknown.
Very positive.
Yeah. Vast and
darn, what day was it that he launches?
It wouldn't be anything like a growing universe or something like that.
Vast and
Ooh, growing universe.
Expanding.
Or expand. I mean, because it's growing for us as we're discovering more in that way.
Oh, I like growing, I like that. This record represents
Did they
our
know
hope and
that the universe
determination,
was
our goodwill,
expanding
and a
then?
vast and
Yes, they knew it was expanding. They didn't know the expansion was accelerating yet.
well, it still would be a vast.
I was thinking not so
expanding
much in the
universe.
growing in the expanding version, as in
Yeah,
growing
but
our
mean,
knowledge of.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like anyone in his technical field, even somebody as poetic as Carl Sagan, would not have wanted to use incorrectly a scientific term that has specific meaning.
How about growing universe?
What?
Growing universe?
Nah, that's
Not
too
expanding, but growing.
generic.
But because
Still.
it's not only that the space is growing, it's by meeting other communities.
It's our knowledge. Our knowledge is growing.
Well, we're meeting more people, so that expands our friend base,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of it as an expansion.
It's speaking in the present tense. So it's like something that's happening now, like the universe is vast and something, not we hope it will be this, but like what
And
is it?
they don't want to make it too technical, because I mean, you don't know who's going to find this thing. It may end up being not scientists but a bunch of musicians, and they won't know shit.
Yeah,
So
they're going to be out in
be
space
simple.
in a spaceship. Yeah, picking
There's
up
sound
debris.
on it. They'll know a lot. Hi, Karen. She has something
Excuse
to
me,
say.
dear folks. Did you catch the broadcast? I made a mistake in
Yes.
number 5. Okay.
We got it. Thank you.
It's 3
Yeah,
and
but
7. Thank you.
Minus 3 letters and 7 letters.
Just ignore him, Karen. All right. This record represents our hope and our determination and our goodwill in a vast and
So wait, something to notice. These are two different thoughts, kind of. So it's not hope, determination, and blah. It's our hope and our determination and something else. And that's because of where the commas are placed.
I think it's growing.
I don't
or
I don't like that word as a
I really don't like
I don't either. That sounds too simple.
Watch it be growing.
Mysterious universe.
I kind of like, I feel like it's going to be something like that, like something unknown. Like
it's a good category,
vast,
Karen.
And it's something that we want to know more about. We want to explore it. We want to learn more. We want to experience it, but we don't
what's
know
another
it
word for mysterious, or like of the unknown?
Cosmos.
No. But that's of the not. We've got the universe part, but it's the what do you call it, the adjective or a noun? Is that an adjective?
Adjective, yeah. So they already have vast, so we don't want to. Shouldn't be anything to do with size.
Right.
They already said
It'd be
that.
to be referencing to its beauty or something, or
that would be very
a beautiful universe.
I don't think it would be beautiful because that doesn't sound right. But
how about I like mysterious universe. I could see they could put that.
I don't know. Would he have written mysterious?
I don't think so.
Because it is mysterious.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have written that.
It's Carl Sagan.
And I've read almost all of his books. It doesn't seem like Sagan to me. I'm just saying.
I'm just recording this so we can play it back when we know you're wrong.
That's right.
Bob. Karen's trying not to show any emotion, but she's faking it. Let me look at it a little bit better.
You know what? I still like expanding. but you know,
No, it's
These
definitely
are
not expanding.
engineers here, Alan. They're all turned on the word expanding. I like expanding too, but
I like expanding better than growing, but it is repetitious of vast
Right.
in some ways. Okay, let's go to 10 and come back to it.
I think if we're going to have a date, it has to be July 4th.
I think so too.
Because nothing else stands out. They're all just
Yeah.
dates.
So it's the date that he
signed
it, not the date that it left the earth.
The date he signed it.
Yeah.
She's
That's the
talking
one that
about the
seems
disc
most
itself.
meaningful. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the ones with question marks.
Yeah.
I think it could easily be our address.
I do too.
I do too.
Because location makes sense, but it's 8 letters.
Yeah.
And address just kind of feels like it's a word that magicians could understand.
well, it's almost a little humor.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, here, look us up.
Well,
yeah.
Keep in mind what makes me think that these people are going to understand that.
Right. No one's
So I
gonna be
do
able to
not
read
I do
this.
not agree, and I will tell you the reason why. First off, I don't like how that sounds, but now I just realized, as I asked Karen, the colon for 5 means 6 follows immediately.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's important here. Because here is our blank, and then the statement in number 6 is the
Sound,
blank.
science, images, and music.
Yeah.
You're right. That wouldn't be our location.
So it's like, here is
our
our
culture.
offering, or here is our present, or here is our, like.
No,
It's
because
not
the
gonna be-
address is the visual.
But then
no.
it's followed by a colon. Like, here is our blank.
Well, it does.
Colon.
It says, no, okay, I think it makes sense. And here's why. Here is our address, our sounds, our science, our images, our music, our thoughts, and our feelings.
That would mean
No.
that would
But
mean
those
all of
aren't
those things in
addresses.
B define our address. That's not true.
No.
No,
Here's our
Susan.
address.
Susan, there's a colon right here.
I still think it's
That means the address would have to come after this.
Right.
So-
So if it was address, the next thing should be a location.
Our location, our latitude, our longitude, like if that was the example, latitude or longitude, whatever.
There isn't there something like that in that thing?
No. Well, yes, but no, not here. So I think
here.
this.
I
I
still
think
it's B.
this
No,
should
I don't think
be
it's B,
our
but what about
culture.
5?
I like our culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
gonna be in that vein.
that's
By
a
whose
good
culture?
answer.
By whose culture? There's no world culture.
The earth. They mean the earth, the whole earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our words
I agree.
No, it's 7 letters. So culture, 7 letters.
Yeah.
Then that's fine.
Message is
That fits. Those are things that would define culture.
Yeah.
Okay, are we missing anything else?
Paula said that she likes the word message, our message.
Yeah, but it's not
I
a message
feel-
that comes next.
I feel real positively about culture.
It's going to
Okay,
be
I'm fine with
something.
culture.
That's not the word. It's going to be a synonym.
Yeah.
Or
What
something
other ones
closely
are we
related.
missing here?
7?
7
Well,
and
we don't have anything
9.
missing, but we have 2
We
question
are
marks.
attempting to survive our time, so we may venture into yours. I think that sounds intrusive and mean, like they're
Yeah, I agree, but
Survive.
But then it's
Survive
the
into
same word
yours?
twice.
yeah, survives in there twice.
Oh, damn. Oh.
But it's a
Synonym.
synonym, probably.
Synonym. Damn.
Which sounds like persist, but that makes us sound like cockroaches
Paula
or
said
something.
How about
exist.
persimmon?
Oh,
We
damn.
survive our time, so we may
Advance.
blend.
I remember.
This is a really fun category. Thank you so much. It's really
welcome.
relevant with Carter's death. Thank you.
I'll give you a minute to message one another if you had any last minute little decisions.
You guys go with whatever you thought on our category.
My time machine, I couldn't fire it up in time.
I knew that this was
The
Carl's
Wayback Machine.
project, so that helped us out. At least I believe it was Carl Sagan that.
Okay, so
Okay. Yeah. Well. Carl Sagan.
are you
suggested
are
the
you all
pioneer-
settled on your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Let me
We
pull
discussed
this
the hell
up.
out of them and probably changed our mind 4 times in each question.
Okay. So let me miniaturize this side by side. Okay. So, and let's slide this up here. Okay, here we go. So here we go with answers. How many people were in the USA around that time at that time? The answer is 240 million. So if you get 230 to 250, you get the point.
I think we said 250.
I thought it's 250. Sorry, guys, but that was
It's plus or minus 10 million.
Okay, plus or minus 10.
Stop apologizing, Susan. We got it.
I know, but I thought it was actually 250.
230 to 250 gets the point. You're good, Susan.
Yeah.
So we human beings are divided. We are divided into nation states, but these states are rapidly becoming a single global civilization.
Ooh, the global community.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
well, if how many people speak up if you got global civilization specifically?
No.
Okay, so I'll take global community. What else do we have?
Yes.
World community.
We had global community.
Global community, okay.
How about United Planet?
No.
If you had one word, you might have.
Yeah, don't get too loose there, Karen.
We came up with 2 words.
Okay. All right. So there we go. Okay, so number 3. How much this just moves me so much. We cast this message into the cosmos.
Yay!
That makes perfect sense.
And of course, Carl Sagan of Cornell University chaired the committee putting together determining the contents of the golden record. I don't know specifically what impact or input he had into this particular statement, but he chaired the whole committee.
Trivia question that you didn't answer.
I was right.
The child who says greetings from the people of Earth is Carl Sagan and Andrean's son.
Wonderful. Number 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Number 4 of the 200 billion stars in what? The Milky Way galaxy. And yes, it's true that those words are, not meaningful. Any of our words are not necessarily meaningful to anyone, right? But there also is a map, keep in mind there, that shows where our solar system is in relationship to other pulsars. And in the same language, perhaps they have named Milky Way, or indicated, or you know what I mean, to where if they figure out the words, then it can go along with the map of where we are.
But it could be a cookbook.
And
where are we?
Serve man.
Okay.
So we're telling them how they can eat us. Is that what you're saying, Kevin?
We're looking for food.
I went to each of you to make sure that you were aware of my corrected mistake. Thank you, Ramiro, for catching that. Ugh. So what was it? And if you looked at the way the punctuation was, right, it has this little forward kind of thing. Then it says here is blank blank with a colon. So that indicates that it's referring to what comes after the colon. And in those 3 letters and 7 letters, it's very direct. Some of you got it and others overcomplicated it. Here is our message.
Perfect. You guys nailed it.
I think I said that, you guys. Just FYI.
No, you wanted location. We're going to play it back.
How about we got the word our? So is that all right?
No.
I had
even though you're on my team.
Number 5 is our message.
Our message.
I had our attempt, and my team talked me into message.
Yeah, our team talked us out of it.
That's a better answer.
Overthought it.
Here is our attempt.
I didn't think anybody. We're going to go back and listen to this. I don't remember anybody saying our message. I would have said, yeah, that's it.
I don't remember that either.
Okay, number 6. And it starts with, this is a present from a small distant world, a token of our sounds, our science, our images, our music, our thoughts, and our feelings.
Good job.
Yeah. Number B.
That's a mouthful.
Okay. And then, okay, this is another one. We are attempting to survive our time so we may blank into yours. Impose, no. Crash into, no. To live into yours.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that was
good. You
simple.
said that and took it away.
If you said a word, if you said a word like exist or survive,
Evolve.
We had enter.
no, if you said something like, a synonym, it's okay.
We said travel.
Jim
No.
was saying live.
We have
He liked
two
live, and we
with
talked
ours.
him out of it.
Yeah, exist.
Sorry, Jim.
Okay, and this one is also, just beautiful. We hope someday, having solved the problems we face, to join a committee of galactic
Community.
civilizations. Galactic civilizations.
Wow, you guys nailed that.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? I mean, just the hopefulness, the wonder, and this is
Peaceful
in
civilizations.
1977. And then, okay, a lot of you got universe for the next one in 9. It represents our hope, our determination, and our goodwill in the vast. But what was the adjective to go with the universe? Awesome universe.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Cat. Hi, Cat.
I think we put mysterious.
You had
so much better than what we had.
If you had
That was right.
universe and an adjective that's akin to awesome,
Beautiful
We
universe.
had wondrous universe.
Wondrous universe, I will take.
Yes.
Mysterious.
All right.
What is it?
Mysterious.
I said awesome. They talked me right out of it for mysterious.
How about
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we had Karen. We had beautiful.
Yeah. A few centuries ago.
I'll take beautiful.
Hey, thank you.
A few centuries ago, awful would have been appropriate.
Well, it wasn't Carl Sagan. It was the person who signed the letter. And again, it's awesome. Awesome has come to me be, trite, but it is a perfect word, to inspire, full of awe, right? And so then and just use your own judgment if you want to, whatever adjective you came up with. If you got universe and another adjective that means awesome and awe-inspiring or, something like that, you give yourself a point. I'm not going to
Rad.
Okay.
I thought ours wasn't.
Radical.
And then
Awesome
I
sounds
tried
better.
to trick you.
Audacious.
I tried to trick you with the dates because the first 2 dates are the dates that they launched Voyager 1 and 2, which both had the golden record on it. And then 4th of July sounds like, a day you would sign it, but no, it was just physically the day that it was written, which was June 16th of
You caught
2027.
us.
Is there a
We're
plus or
ready
minus?
for it.
Is there no plus or minus on that?
Minus.
There was not. And I want to show you here.
Sorry, team.
I want to show you here something. Here we go. Where are we? Share screen. Share. So this is what the actual statement the one that he signed. It doesn't look like this on the golden record, but this is this is a picture of the document with his signature on it that NASA has in its archives. And then stop share. And then I want to give you a couple of links here before we go to the answers. In case you're moved by this at all, you can go here to the University of Santa Barbara has the American Presidency Project, and it's got the information there. There's 2 more. I'm going to give you 2 articles in case you're interested. And one is the USA Today article from the 31st of last month, A Community of Galactic Civilization, Jimmy Carter's decades-old message for aliens. It's got a lot of good history there. Don't think badly of it because it's USA Today. It's actually pretty good. And then this one is great. India Today article from the 30th of last month. It has an image of the signed document. Jimmy Carter is dead, but his name is traveling outside solar system. And there's the link. And thank you so much. I love the hopefulness for humankind, and it's very beautiful.
What made you think of doing this category?
Because of Jimmy Carter's.
Just connecting it to, so you read something about Carter and this letter, so then
yeah, and I'm like I mean, one of my things to do when I'm laying awake at trying to go to sleep is to imagine Voyager 1 out there. Imagine what interstellar space is like. Imagine that vast, you know. Yeah.
Oh,
I wonder if in a few
I love Voyager
centuries,
1.
it'll be destroyed by a Klingon vessel or
Oh,
something.
I think that was Voyager 2, Vincent. I'm pretty sure Voyager 1 came
that
back
was
in
really
Star
great,
Trek the
Karen. You
Motion
did a
Picture and
wonderful job.
Voyager.
I appreciate
But I
that.
was moved by his passing and
Yeah,
his
it's very
legacy.
inspiring.
This is inspiring. Yes.
Now, if only people in UFO Twitter and all that would dive into something like this. This is so much more everything than what they do with the
Yeah, you think if the
more.
aliens were going to contact us, they would have contacted us through this somehow. You know what I
I don't
mean? They
know.
would,
It just,
they
to
would
me, the
mention
whole
it, say,
thing is
hey, we
they
came to
make
see you
it
because we found this message.
they
Yeah.
make it so cartoonish when this is so loving and inspiring. But the world that they have on these people who are
Oh, I
just
know, I know what you're saying.
oh,
I'm just saying, you think that
Right.
they would spend more time focusing on something like this
this is
that
real. This is
Real. And the
inspiring. Yeah.
wonder of it, the wonder, people seem to have a longing for this wonder and something we have as children all the time, that things seem rather magical and awesome in the true definition of the word.
It's almost
But
11
just
o'clock.
space is truly so. We don't need to make up stuff about it. Just imagine this thing made on
Hey, Team
Earth
Steiner, mute yourselves if you're having a private conversation
that's
because you're
been
talking over the
traveling
camera.
out there for 47 years. It's and is still communicating with us. That is fascinating and wondrous enough. We don't need to make up stuff.
No, I agree. And even if there really is no aliens ever anywhere, just the idea that we put this together and launched it and what we said, I think is incredible.
Yeah.
Even if nobody ever reads it, we know it. We
Yeah.
know it's out there.
Yeah.
And this was important to us. It's great.
If the
Fantastic.
message is received, what are the chances that they can figure out what it says?
Well, they don't they use mathematics?
They've got
Yeah.
another
Mathematics
category.
universal.
Yeah.
What?
How would
Another
they figure
category,
out
the
how to-
golden records.
Yeah.
It is, it's
They also
math.
have a video of somebody signing. So
Yeah.
just to make sure.
Yeah, I believe that
Yeah.
it's all it's based on math. Okay, so let's go to our scores. We survived all the hype over the Blair Witch Project and Y2K a quarter of a century ago. Let's hope we survive this negative hype too.
6.
All right, even with religion, Carter was an honorable man.
we get 7.
Y2K is 25 years old.
It's 5.
Do you really care if it's Cara or Kara?
6.
Well, it's a good score. You got there, Karen. 6. That's about perfect. That's where we're aiming. That's what I'm aiming for, is to hit about 5 or 6.
I think the way you're pronouncing that, you're scaring somebody's chickens.
I was told I can pronounce it any way I want.
I know, but the chickens are flipping out in the coop, you know?
Okay, Gail, you're up.
Okay. This is going to be a little different. It's not going to be just questions. I was very impressed when I went to SciCon, not this year, but the 2 years before that, with Joe Schwartz, who is very impressive, and he has a newsletter that comes out of the office, and that's what's up here, the McGill Office for Science and Society.
Yeah.
And I subscribe to it, and I get it. And at the end of the year, for the end of 2024, he did a website with a summary and links to all of the things they had done since this year in 2024. And so all of them are there. And I will give you the link if you'd like it afterwards. But in the meantime, here's what we're going to do. I have gotten 15 stories or parts of stories that I'm going to tell you about. They're all lettered. Each one tells you something that was in this last year in review from the Science and Society office. 10 of them are accurate representations. 5 of them are actual things that happened, and some of it is true, but I have intentionally put in false things. So your job is basically to find the 5 that are false, but the answers are the 10 that are correct.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, then let me start putting them in. And I don't know if I can put more than one at a time. Let me try
Depends on how
to.
long they are. I'm just going to FYI, the GSOW project did write the McGill Office for Science and Society's Wikipedia page in English and French. And Joe Schwartz.
He's a very impressive speaker. And his
I didn't see that
website,
talk.
his newsletter is absolutely fabulous.
He was
Yes,
he
I
was
love
a
the newsletter,
stand-in
but I
for
haven't
him.
read this one yet.
One of the great things about
if
that
you're reading
talk.
the newsletter, this is a summary of the whole last year.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't. I know some of the
One
stuff
of the-
they've done.
One of the really
Okay.
impressive
So
things
the object,
about
of
that.
course, is to find the 5 that have mistakes in them and identify the 10 that are
What are
right.
you calling this category?
McGill Office for Science and Society.
Okay. What, Deborah, did you start to say?
I was
Okay,
just going to say
I'm starting to
the
read the
impressive,
Choice
the
A.
impressive. Never mind.
Choice A, the title was Macro Panic Over Nanoplastics. And that really is the title. Schwartz concluded that the finding of 200,000 plastic particles in a liter of bottled water was a scientific breakthrough, partly because the scientists detected such extremely minute particles. Choice B, more about plastic. And it is more about plastic. I mean, that part kind of thing is not where the mistakes are. The conclusion that this is harmful cannot be confirmed from this study, since we don't know how much plastic in our system is dangerous.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is A like question 1?
No. You need to find, of the 15 I'm giving you, I'm going to go from A through O. You need to find the 10 that are accurate, and the 5 that are not accurate will tell you what the 10 are that are accurate, right?
I think what Janine is asking, we usually do numbers, and you're just going to do letters. There's no numbers involved here, right?
Yeah, that's
There's
what
no
I'm. Thank
numbers
you,
involved
Rob.
here, right?
Our
That's
brain
fine, we
works
can do
too
it.
much alike, Rob.
Believe it or not, as I'm fixing this now, I thought maybe if I used it would be less confusing.
It doesn't matter, Gail. Whatever you decide,
okay.
way you want to do it is fine, just as long as
Just
we
so
know
we know how to
they're not
figure out
numbered,
which
they're
are the
lettered.
15 things.
Yeah, 15 items. Okay, it's fine.
You're just going to identify the 10 that are accurate, and that will automatically make the 10 that have errors in them.
The 5 that have errors.
In fact, 5 that have errors in them, right? There are 15 altogether, and they're all actual stories. Okay.
Wait a minute, they're all actual stories, but 5 of them are false because who said they're false?
She's added
because
bad.
I took that story and I changed some things to make them false.
Since 2018.
So 10 of them are accurate depictions of what he wrote, and 5 of them have errors in what he said. I changed things to things that made it wrong.
Yeah.
Think of it as true and falses, right?
So it's like the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe.
Yes, exactly. Exactly like Skeptic Guide to the Universe. Okay, so C, a study about keeping our flowers fresh showed that snipping off the ends of the stems before placing them in water helps them absorb more water and stay crisp. Cutting on an angle may work better on some plants. There was an article about that, okay? The question is that what he said that was the case? D, don't keep your flowers in sunlight or near fruit. E, choose the best flowers for longer freshness. If treated correctly, daffodils, dahlias, and irises can be counted on for several weeks of beautiful blooms. Tulips and carnations showed significantly shorter times. Times meaning of, okay, this is very frustrating. I didn't think that it would do, I have to redo all of the letters. I did letters instead of numbers, partly because I thought that this thing wouldn't change it, and it's changing it anyway. So what am I up to here?
You need F.
So now we have to go to F. Okay, I'll read them as I'm changing them. F, G, and it may be
You're
better if I
using
do it
WordPad
ahead of
rather than
time.
Notepad, right? That's why you're having problems.
I'm sorry?
You're using Word rather
No,
than.
I'm using Word, and I thought if I lettered them, it wouldn't change them when I put them up there, but I'm copying them and it's changing them.
Yeah. Next time, try using Notepad. See if that works better.
Yeah,
Or
that's
just
Rob's
use
been
your
trying to get me to
plain
do that for
text
ages.
editor.
Okay, F. Some babies seem to sleep better with white noise machines, infant sleep machines, ISMs. They mask environmental noises. Research has shown no deleterious effects from these machines, probably because the volume is kept very low and the infant's auditory systems are fully developed in utero. G, the article about the effectiveness of electronic toothbrushes over manual ones concluded that because of the oscillating rotating features and rotating round heads that mimic professional dental tools, there is a significant increase in plaque removal from the electric version. And did I do H also there?
Yeah.
Yes, H. In Australia, where skin cancer is a huge concern, 1,600 subjects were given sunscreen to use daily for over 4 years. They developed 40% lower squamous cell cancers than the control group. Okay, let's go on here. I and J. And J. Okay, I. The article about sunscreens concludes there is no such thing as a healthy tan. J, while the exact cause of migraine headaches has not yet been discovered, researchers suspect it involves abnormal brain activity affecting nerve signals, chemicals, and blood vessels. There is likely also a genetic component. I'm going to start putting them one at a time. That might be a little faster. This is K. Concerns about RFK Jr. can be better understood by his actual movement, MAHA, M-A-H-A, Make America Healthy Again. He has both a sister and a brother who wrote a book, Good Energy, where they boast that his no vaccines message on right-wing, where they boost his no vaccines message on right-wing media. That isn't a mistake. L. L. Dr. Casey Means, Kennedy's sister, claims that medical errors in medications are the third leading cause of death in the U.S. She claims that our cells can't produce good energy anymore because of chemicals and toxins. M. And I promise you, I didn't do things like change her name, okay? It's all about the science. M. Dieting research involving intermittent fasting has shown that when food is consumed, when food is consumed, is a more critical part of success than the length or frequency of the fasting. There was definite evidence that fasting not only resulted in weight loss, but if the fast included eating only before 8 a.m. and after 6 p.m., the weight loss was over 10 pounds, but less than 2 pounds in the control group that ate the same number of calories, but whenever they wished. And Historically, sodium carbonate has been combined with fat to make soap or with sand to make glass. The French Academy of Sciences offered a prize for a more efficient and inexpensive way to produce these results, but the winner could not get his award because the French Revolution came at the wrong time. And finally, O. Okay. Oh, an analysis of AGI powder as a dietary supplement smoothly popular in Canada showed that it is just a green vitamin mix with green food coloring and pineapple extract, which has been shown to help digest food in humans. Unlike the American one, the Canadian government holds dietary supplements to a high regulatory standard, thus ensuring that it does what it says and contains what it claims. Therefore, it should help with digestive issues.
That was really interesting.
I promise you that there's a lot of true stuff in the false ones, right? And I never made the answer something really trivial. It's always about science.
I think I got it.
Okay.
That was very interesting. All
So,
right, finish our rooms.
so if one of these statements is only part hit has some true but some false, then it's marked as false.
All of them are partly true.
Yeah, okay.
Some of 5 of them have clearly false scientific results.
And
Wait, now I'm confused.
10
when
of
you
them
said-
are completely
No, Rob, it's
true.
fine.
No, she said all of them are
it's-
partly true. That's not true.
No.
Yes, that is, because partly also implies entirely.
Oh, come on. We're not math professors
She
here.
says it's
If something
obvious
is
the
entirely,
5 that are
if
wrong.
something has some false in it, then it's wrong.
Yes.
Right.
So we have to
But if it
guess
has some true in it, then it might have
Rob,
all
quit
true in it.
arguing.
10
But
of
only
them
5
are
out
an
of
accurate
15 are wrong.
reflection. And when it's over, I'm going to show you the exact quotes from the newsletter, right?
I just want clarification.
Gail,
10 are all correct. Whatever's written in the
Yes,
statement is correct,
that's what
correct?
she
That's
said.
just what I said.
Yeah.
For
I
10
couldn't
of
hear
them, they're
you because
all
there's 10
correct.
people speaking at the same
For
time. I'm
5 of
asking
them,
Gail.
there are errors included so that they are not correct.
Okay.
All of them have some correct information in them because
Right.
they're all
This
about
stuff is-
actual articles.
And 10 of them have all correct information.
Exactly.
Thank
And
you.
5 of them
That's-
have errors.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gail
you, Rob.
modified 5 of these to make them tricky. for us.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Got it. We got it. We can do this, you guys.
Thank you, Rob. I had the same question.
Oh no, not again. Rob and Janina are agreeing on stuff again. Oh Lord. Hello,
One,
team.
I'll share.
I picked out 5 that I think are clearly, obviously wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
picked out
Well, I
7.
have my opinion about that too. I have
You want to just
5 I think are wrong.
Let's go one by
I
one.
can move you.
Okay.
Go back. Wait, I got to go back to the main room real quick. Hold on.
All right.
Go back to the main room, Paula. Can
Didn't
you?
find the right one. Hang on.
Okay, so you're in the main room?
I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the main room. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this. I get
Okay.
no, yeah, it does.
Okay.
Right. So you can see them now.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back, you guys. I have to do
Okay.
something in the other
Okay.
room.
Thanks for
Let's
doing
see what we
that.
get done before she's back.
So did you want to just go A to O and we decide if it's true or
Yeah.
false?
Yeah, otherwise we'll be running all over the board there.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you.
Doesn't matter. Paula.
I think A is true, but
Too. There you go. You're in there now. Okay, I'm still here.
Okay.
Do we want to do the 5 we think are wrong, and then we can maybe see if we all agree on those 5?
Let's go through one by one and figure out how we vote, how we think is whether it's true or not.
Okay.
And then we'll see what we end up with.
so does anybody think A is false?
No.
I think it's true. Anyone?
No, I'm fine.
Then let's go to B. Anybody think that one's false? Yes, no? Okay.
I think that's true
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we're not sure what the toxic dosage is.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. C, I thought was false because I don't think it makes difference if it's at an angle.
I think it's true.
It's
I think
true.
it's true.
It does
Yeah,
make a
that
difference at
That
an
Rose
angle.
is at an angle.
It's a longer, it's larger surface when it's cut at an angle too.
Yeah, I
right.
think
That's
it's
a great
false.
argument. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm wrong.
Okay, I think D's wrong.
I think it's true. Cut flower. Don't keep your cut flowers in sunlight. It's going to
You
wilt it.
definitely don't want them in sunlight. I don't know about fruit, but
Well, fruit emits some chemicals
A
that
ripening chemical,
might
maybe?
react.
okay. So D is true.
I'm still put it on my to you can convince me, but I put it as a
We can come back to it.
false.
But in sunlight, you can't keep cut flowers in sunlight.
Right, but it has to be all true, or if one
Right.
part of
Or
it's
all
wrong, the whole
false.
thing's wrong.
Yeah, the fruit thing didn't make sense to me.
But it could be ripening.
No, I
fast.
think he's right. The fruit emit a chemical that's,
I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying that's a
but it
possibility.
can. Yeah.
I know that sunlight will
What
ruin
that
it.
does it go back to?
E, I think it's true, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
Question mark.
I think it's true. Paula says she
I mean,
thinks
it's definitely
true.
true that some types of flowers last longer than others. I just don't know if those ones are the ones.
Right.
I know daffodils do.
She says daffodils do.
Okay, fair
Can you
enough.
guys hear Paula?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. F is true.
I think it's false.
What was F again?
What part is false?
Some babies seem to sleep better when white noise machines.
I don't know.
Because it's after the comma where it says probably because the volume is kept very low and the infant's auditory systems are
I think that's
really,
false.
that all sounded like something added in.
Because mostly those white noise machines, they keep them very loud in the room with the baby.
And I think it's a bad effect because the child will learn to not sleep
Well,
without the white noise.
Kids in neonates when they're being transported in an ambulance, they when the ambulance is noisy and bouncy, the kids sleep well.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, one of the arguments for the white noise, besides toning out the rest of the environment out there, is the fact that the womb is not a quiet place.
True.
And so that they actually, theory is that they actually need some noise.
Yeah.
Because the womb is actually a noisy. So there's that.
That's why I need
Um,
that's why I need the TV when I go to bed at night.
Paula says that's why she leaves the TV on at night when she goes to bed.
I didn't realize.
She didn't realize it till right now. That's the reason why she has it on. Goes back to her womb, being in the womb.
But I don't know about what the one part I question, because I don't know, is are newborns hearing fully developed?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I doubted that, but I don't have the science on that. That I don't know. So but if you say it is,
I
then-
think that their hearing is better developed than their vision. Like they can't.
Well, we know that. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that
Eyes are
much.
closed.
But that's the difference between that being fully developed and better developed.
Well,
Yeah, it depends
usually-
what you mean by fully.
I know, like with infants, when they test their hearing, you can get a very good idea within that first few days of life whether your child needs to be seen by an audiologist to be fitted with something.
Right. Where in vision they wait longer. Yeah.
With vision, they have to wait longer because the baby can't
because they
see.
don't see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So where are we now? We're on
Electric
G.
toothbrushes.
G, I had a problem with at the very end. It says the rotating heads mimic professional dental tools. There is a significant increase in plaque removal from the electric version.
I think it's true.
Okay, all right. I was reading it. I was reading it differently. Okay.
No, I think that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did leave F as false, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And H, I think is true. Unless it's like 55% or some weird number. I think it's true.
Right.
And I is true.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as a healthy tan.
Correct.
That's true.
Yeah, that was probably the only one I could say.
J
that
is
was
true.
Sure,
I think J
100%
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some falses going quick then.
Okay,
You know,
K
the,
is false.
Wait, the
False.
J was about the migraines.
Yeah.
You know, it's curious. I only got migraines during menopause. Only time in my life.
Uh-huh. I get them and you get vertiginous migraines.
My mom gets terrible migraines, but she did when she was young too, so I don't know.
Both K and L are false.
I was thinking that K was false for sure because as to the best of my knowledge,
Okay.
his family has kind of disowned him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's any Kennedy
Now-
with that
No.
Kennedy.
No, he's an outlier.
Yeah, yeah. And they made a big statement during the campaign actually about not supporting him.
Right.
All right. I know we're going to go in order of these, but I know O is false. Pineapple is not pineapple extract, it's papaya extract.
Okay.
Okay, sorry I had a coughing fit. Where are we at?
So we need to go back. Let's see. We were at
M.
J,
M.
K.
But does the Canadian
Oh.
government, well, and I think also the Canadian government doesn't regulate dietary supplements.
I agree about F and Gay. I mean, Gay and L. His family are very pro-science.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm thinking M might be true.
M?
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I said M was fake.
I think so, yeah.
How many falses do we have though? Because we only want
Yeah.
five.
We
I
have
have
four
five. We have us
official,
at five.
5 official, and 1 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on then and see if we have end up with too many falses. Then we can re-debate them.
N is true.
I have it as true.
It seems interesting enough to be true.
It sounds like something Joe Schwartz would have written about too.
So that leaves us with
Wait, so the French Revolution came at the wrong time? Oh my God, how
Inconvenient
tragic.
time.
Yeah. Well, it was that's when the scientists were executed.
Right. Okay, that totally makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. And that's an interesting science history footnote, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got D now, which all but one person thought was true.
So how many falses
We
do we
have 5
have?
falses
We
right
got
now.
5 falses, so D has to be true.
Or Susan has to pick something else that we have to flip if she wants it to be false.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Susan's coughing right now.
Oh, good timing.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for the announcement.
I think what happened is I turned the central heating went on, and it seems like whenever I cough, it's almost always tied to when there's a temperature or
So
kind of change.
let's see. So we have for
Sorry.
false, we have F. I just want to see that I got this right. F,
Okay.
F, K, L,
M and O.
M,
And
O.
I think O is
2,
correct.
3, 4, 5. Wait, that's 5. That's the correct number.
Yeah, so
The
we
only
got-
ones I think I think O is correct, and I still think D is wrong.
well,
Oh, it's false.
They said what the person said they think O is false.
O is false
Why?
because it's not pineapple extract, it's papaya
Oh,
extract.
yeah.
But that's such
The
a minor
Canadian-
thing.
does
I
the
don't think she would have
Canadian-
changed to such a minor
That
thing.
But
a
she
minor
also
change
put
is
hold
sufficient.
on. She also put the Canadian government holds dietary supplements to a higher regulatory standard than America.
Oh, you think it's opposite?
I don't think Canada regulates dietary supplements either.
That's a good argument.
Uh-huh.
I would
But
be okay with
every-
making it the way you have it, because I still don't think it's right, but it's not like something I have any good reason for it.
Okay, don't keep your cut flowers in sunlight. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, and it's going to wilt them.
So
Yeah,
the
but
question
fruit
I think
makes
the
no
same thing
sense.
for fruit because fruit tends to depending like if you're not supposed to leave like your apples next to bananas because they'll off gas to
Right, yeah.
ripen them. Same thing with avocados.
Yeah,
Right,
I think D is true.
Yeah.
I put my
Okay.
flowers near sun. It depends on what you mean by in sunlight, opposed to
Sunlight.
just sunlight around.
No, not light, sunlight.
I
That
know, but I
beaming
put
through the
my
window, not
if I
just
put my
light.
California poppies, and if I put them in a put them in a vase or something,
Mhm.
sunlight makes them open.
Right, but they're not.
And the quicker they open, the quicker they go bad.
Right.
I don't know. I've never tested them with or without.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely true that sunlight makes cut
Okay,
flowers go
I'm fine
bad.
with what you guys said.
Planted flowers a whole other thing, but cut flowers, yeah. So I think what we've got as the false, according to my notes, is FKM
L.
I'm sorry, FKLMO.
Okay, that's what I have is
Do
F
we have
K L M.
agreement on that?
Yes, that's
Okay.
Paula
Then all the
agrees.
rest are true, and those are the
Paula agrees.
false ones. We just need to know. Okay.
It's papaya enzyme.
Very good.
And athletic
Yeah.
greens taste like crap.
Yeah, this was kind of tricky.
I like this category. I don't know why we have to argue over these things. It wasn't that hard to do.
It's okay.
No,
I have athletic. We have some athletic greens in our cabinet over here.
Athletic what?
Athletic greens. That's what AG1 is.
Oh.
AG1 powder. It's a dietary athletic supplement that people take, and it's basically just like green crap water that does not have any measurable amount of vitamins and minerals in it.
Oh boy, green crap water. I love green
Yeah.
crap water.
Isn't this
Diane
a
went to
topic
bed.
wasn't this a topic at SciCon? Did somebody talk about all this stuff?
Yeah. What's
And
its face?
And I thought you talked
Nick
about
Keller
that.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're entering that time of year where people are telling me about their keto and you should use this and you should use that. And like, no, I'm going to eat all the carbs I want and I'm going to go to the gym and do what I want to do.
I'm unmuted. Okay. Why are we still here?
Because they haven't closed the room.
Celia, are you coming to Skeptic Camp?
I can't.
What? You just had a big old vacation.
Are you all done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to close the rooms then.
James, you
The
should
other
come down
people-
too. There's a bunch of people from the Sacramento area that's going to be here.
Silly, it's nice to know that your husband really does exist. I saw him sneak into the background there briefly.
I did see him very briefly. Just
I noticed that. Yeah, like, oh, he snuck through there.
somebody was in your
Every
room.
once in a while, he's right out of the frame handing me a cup of tea, which is very sweet.
So yeah, as you were going from bookstore to bookstore, I'm thinking, I can't go to bookstores anymore. I've just got too many books. I'm not reading even a tenth of the percentage of the books I have. But I've got
there's
all
so much fun to
categorized now
go to,
almost.
though.
It's a thing about keeping books to make you happy.
Well, I've got thousands now. I've got 1,000. I'm putting it all in a database. I'm at 1,946 because I'm marrying all of Mark's books with my books and then selling other books. I've got almost, I think I've got over 450 books on eBay right now. And that's not counting the 1,900. Those are ones I'm keeping. And I haven't done all of his Edward Gorey books or his magic books. And then I have another small bookshelf I have to do. But he's got in ghosts. Oh my gosh, he's got so many ghosts. He's got in the category I have for ghost stories, he's got well, mostly his 311 books, and a lot of them are old. They're all ghost story books. Edward J. What's his name? E.B. James. Anyway, all that stuff. And then we got mysteries, and he's got biographies, 194 biographies we have. We already have 176 autograph books. I collect them autographed, and I didn't realize Mark has a lot of autograph books too. Very interesting. I can't wait to sit down and read these things, and I keep pulling off the book. That was fun, Gail. I got to find a way.
Your reusable chopsticks are difficult to put in the dishwasher.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
a
to see how
pain.
I can get that to McGill to let them
Yeah,
see
you
what
got to hand
this
wash.
category you
That would
did.
be a
That's
pain. I don't want to wash anything. By the way, what is McGill? Is that like as a McGill University or
yeah,
something else?
McGill University.
You gonna believe those Canadians?
Yes.
It's Jimmy McGill. He goes by Saul. Better
Oh,
call
yeah.
Saul.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's another McGill aside from the one that's in Montreal.
I mean,
Breaking Bad.
McGill had to be named after somebody.
Saul
Well,
Goodman. It's like Saul Goodman.
Yep.
yeah, well,
That's where his name comes from.
Yeah, that I
Yeah.
didn't realize it when I first saw it, and then I laughed when he said it. It's
Yep.
all good, man.
Are you ready for the answers?
Yes.
I'm going to go
We
through
are.
all 15 and tell you which ones are true and which ones are false as they come through. At the end, I will give you access to the PowerPoint if you want it. I'll put it on in the chat if you want to download it, because everything in there that I've put in there is quoted from the article. So the ones that are true, I'm quoting the things that it said in the thing that are true. The ones that are false, I've highlighted in red the things that it said in the article that made that statement false. Everybody got it?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will also at the end give you a list of all the ones that are true and the 5 that are false. So let's begin. A is true. The study from Columbia University can be termed trailblazing, is the word that he used, because of the analytical technique they developed to detect such tiny, tiny particles.
What if you leave plastic on the trail? You have to light it on fire?
Just ignore him, Gail.
Yeah,
I'm
keep
sorry.
going.
I think I need to do that, yes. B is also true.
These
What if
first
we
two are very
consume a liter of
possible.
water every day? It's possible that the nanoparticles accumulate in our tissue to an extent that will cause some sort of harm. We have no data to build a theory. And there's a wonderful quote from Sherlock Holmes. This is all of this is quoted directly. All of the things I wrote are quoted directly from the article. From Sherlock Holmes. It's a capital mistake to theorize before one has data. Insensibly, one begins to twist the facts to suit the theories instead of theories to suit the facts. And then he ends with the statement, at this point, we just cannot say whether nanoplastics pose a risk. Although he did say, and I didn't include it in here, that he's not unhappy that people don't want to use plastic bottles because those are a problem in terms of the mess.
It is. It's scary.
On their own.
All the
Yeah.
plastic out there.
But I thought you'd all know that, so I didn't use that. C is true.
Oh, I'm so sorry, team.
I'm just glad I don't have to tell my wife she's been wasting her time for 40
Yeah,
years.
I happened to be in your room when you said that, and I thought your wife is going to be very happy. Making
Yeah,
fresh
I've known
cut-
this for years.
Making
I
fresh
thought they
open a
just
channel of water,
determined it
which
was
you
wrong.
all knew, I think.
We do that with Christmas
But
trees too.
by cutting it an angle, you can help avoid air bubbles in the stems that can block the flow of water. So
That was a reason we did not think of it.
I never knew why.
I
just
didn't know.
knew
I
that we
thought
did
it was
that.
because it just made more water area.
Surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, more surface
And
area.
in the article, he actually names the specific flowers where it really makes a bigger difference.
Roses, I
The
think,
stems are
right?
constructed.
So I heard it was wrong because they all travel up in little, like little cylinders, and it doesn't make a difference. But I did not think about the air bubbles.
I never would have
That's
thought
right.
of that.
And he says when you do it at an angle, it makes a difference for some flowers.
Sorry.
He's also true.
Oh my gosh, that's the one I thought.
Alan was correct.
This one, I think most of you did miss it because I heard people say that flowers in the sun get burned and hot. Yeah, they aren't growing anymore, right? So yes, that will dry them out and burn them. But ripening fruits, especially bananas, tomatoes, and avocados, give off ethylene gas, and it increases many of their natural processes, including dying. So if there's fruit nearby, especially those particular fruits, you decrease the time you have your cut flowers. The ones I didn't know that one either. E is in fact false. I had it exactly backwards. Choosing flower for their longer lives in the future.
Oh
Yes.
no!
Dahlias, irises, and daffodils are known for lasting less than 5 days once they're cut. Gravitate towards carnations, tulips, and chrysanthemums and anthuriums, whatever they are, to enjoy their bouquets for 2 weeks or longer. So I had the flowers exactly backwards.
Oh man.
Yeah, I should have caught that. I just knew that some flowers last longer than others, and I wasn't looking at the species specifically.
Yep. F is also false.
Damn it. We argued
And this
about
one
this
is
one.
false for many
We
reasons.
got this right.
The development of the system begins in utero.
No, we picked
several years after birth.
Got it right.
While the auditory system is functional after birth, it is not mature. The vulnerability of the developing auditory system makes it particularly sensitive to loud, noisy environments, and the noise that these machines make apparently could have that. Environmental noise can contribute to auditory and language-related delays in children. There have been studies showing white noise machines can reach a loudness of 91 decibels. This is above the safe limit set by the Canadian Centre for Occupational Health and Safety. So they're not harmless, perhaps.
That's interesting, because I'd heard the theory that the womb is actually very noisy and that white noise helps infants sleep because our homes are actually too quiet.
Yeah.
Well, the research doesn't support that contention. You can read it. That's why I'm going to give you the link to you can read all of these whole articles that I copied from. All of these are direct quotes. I just copied them from the article. And this one blew my mind. So, and it obviously confused some of you too. The title is, Are Electric or Manual Toothbrushes Better? And many of you might have it right for the wrong reason, because a lot of people were saying that the descriptions of the toothbrushes, they don't work that way. That's exactly how they work. And that was exactly correct. However, that was why they thought it would work better, because it simulates these dental instruments. However, when they actually did the research, the overall difference is not large enough to have a substantial clinical significance. In essence, both electric and manual toothbrushes can achieve adequate plaque removal and gingivital health if used correctly and consistently.
I'm going to bring that article to my dentist.
Yeah, so much for 4 out of 5 dentists say.
Well, that's what that, according to them, that is not what the research shows. I use an electric toothbrush, and I like it, but apparently it's not doing any better job.
Gail, I have spent 5 years trying to convince my husband to use the electric toothbrush our dentist gave him for free. And he doesn't like to use it.
The research, you get, that's why I'm going to give you the link to the, I'm going to give you this, and I'll give you the link to the whole thing that you can read the whole article, because this is just a piece of a whole article.
I thought it was because you could reach way in the back of your molars, way in the back better with a electric toothbrush. And that's why what the difference was.
They had all these things,
but it just does much more
make a
than your hand can.
It doesn't. They thought it would, but it doesn't. There's nothing wrong with them. But look, these are all quoted from the article. It is also worth mentioning that many studies conclude that professional dental care and instruction on how to brush correctly is more important than toothbrush design.
Interesting.
Isn't it amazing?
I was finding
won't use it. It's because of laziness. It's just so much easier, and most people don't brush as well with the brush, regardless of instruction
or the amount of time, because the electric ones have a timer.
Yeah.
Whereas the manual ones you finish quicker.
The timer, and also kind of getting in tighter places and back.
Yeah, and it just moves much more than the hand does.
The research. I thought that too, but it didn't hold up in the research.
The last time
I was
it made me feel like my brain was getting like vibrated.
It's good for you, Robin.
Like, what the football players.
We all need our brains vibrated.
So G was false, correct?
G was false.
What did you start to say, Deborah?
I said I was finding that I couldn't get all the angles with my arm on both sides with a regular toothbrush.
Yeah.
I wasn't spending enough time in all the places. And the electric one just was easier. So I did a
Definitely
better
easier.
job.
But it didn't make a difference. H is true. We no longer have to say sunscreens prevent skin cancer. We can say they do. A study in Australia where skin cancer is a huge concern. Absolutely what happened. 40% fewer squamous cell cancers in the people in the research. I is also true. And I actually put that in green to emphasize it. He ends the article by saying, remember that unfortunately there's no such thing as a healthy tan. You think of that as we for so long have said people are healthier, and there's no such thing.
You know, another thing my dermatologist has stressed is that sunscreen only lasts 2 hours.
Right.
People put it on in the morning and then go sit out in the sun all day. No, you have to reapply it and reapply it and reapply it. And
Look
then
what it says. Reapply frequently. Forget terms like waterproof, all-day protection, and sweatproof. They're meaningless.
Yeah.
It's right out of the article.
Yeah.
Okay, J is also true. They do not know what causes migraines, and the exact cause remains elusive, but researchers suspect it involves abnormal brain activity affecting nerve signals, chemicals, and blood vessels. There's also a genetic component. That is exactly the question I asked her. And it's quoted right out of the article.
Wow, look at the percentage for if you have both parents that have migraines. People with migraines maybe shouldn't be reproducing.
Oh,
I don't have migraines, but I hear they're
Susan, for
horrible.
eugenics.
I hear they're horrible.
Susan, you're basically telling me I shouldn't exist.
Yeah, me too. My mom gets terrible
No, we
migraines.
wouldn't want that.
Not
Well,
tonight.
one
I've
of the
got a
things
headache.
that I found rather interesting when I read that particular article is I used to get migraines, and after menopause, they vanished.
Yeah, I
Same here.
menopause.
And
Same here.
there are hormonal issues involved.
You know, that's
so probably
interesting that you
why.
would say that, Gail, because it was during menopause is the only time I got migraines.
Because it's about at least partly about hormones.
So is the statement, not tonight, I've got a headache, true or false?
Absolutely true.
One of the things
It means you need to be working on your
this article says very
communication.
clearly is migraine is not just a headache. In fact, I think that's the first sentence.
Oh, right. So much
I've
worse.
had one migraine in my life, one time, and it was completely hormonal. I'll tell you what happened. I had a baby. I breastfed my baby for 10 months. I quit breastfeeding the baby. And the night before I got my first period, I had a migraine. And that's the only migraine I've ever had in my
I
life.
get ocular migraine, and they will occur after exercise sometimes, and they're completely painless. They go away after 20 minutes, but I get kaleidoscope vision that starts in one of my eyes, and I just have to wait for it to stop.
I've had one migraine, and that's what it was too. And it started over here. And I didn't know how long it would last. I knew what it was, but I was at work ready to come home, and I kind of just sat in the hall and waited to see.
I was
if I
driving
could
my
drive
car
again.
when it came on, and I had to pull over and just stop, and I was just like, yeah. I ran 18 miles, and this is what happens. It'll be gone in like
I
15
knew I
minutes.
couldn't drive.
All right, Gail, take
But it
control.
went away.
Okay, K is also true. This is all quoted right from the article.
Damn.
He make Maverick healthy again.
Wow.
Right out of his making from MAGA.
Wow.
I absolutely.
I
quoted
thought
right
his
out of it.
family had essentially disowned him, discredited him completely.
I did too, but apparently all but this brother and sister, because there's the sister, and that's also true.
Oh my God, we did horrible on this.
She really
But we were
is.
so convinced that all the Kennedys, all of them disagreed with him.
I think this might be
Us
this
too.
might be one of those problems of even on the left, you only get shown what they think you're going to want to hear. So yeah, and all the left-wing stuff I watched during the election, no, it was always his whole family just vowed him. They didn't show these people. They just
And
didn't
if
do
you
that.
read this, if you read the whole article, this woman in particular is a regular on all of those extreme right-wing
On the
things.
right wing, right. So if
Which
you're
we
the right
don't
wing, you heard
watch,
about
right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
we
she's there
never see
all
her.
the time and has written the book, right? That she sells. And
I
sells
backwards
about it.
edited
And
this
of
article
course, the
into
problem is
Casey
she
Means Wikipedia
originally
page.
was
Really,
the head
Kat?
next surgeon who gave up her practice to do this. which means that she gets a lot of credibility being a doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. And Kat, well,
Yep. This is the statement that absolutely blew my mind. She never learned in her training that medical error in medications are the third leading cause of death in the United States, because of course it's not true.
it's not true. Dunning talked about that.
There are
And
going to be
it's
some
false.
medical errors, but any idea
Not a
how
third.
big it is?
Not the third leading cause.
10%,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. It's really small.
Really small.
Well, I don't know if that's small, but it's not a third.
Well, and that doesn't even say third leading cause of preventable deaths. It says third
That's
leading
true.
cause of death.
Yeah,
Like,
it's absurdly high number. It's an
ridiculous.
insanely high number. I mean, that's like higher than
Third
the
leading
heart
cause of
car
disease.
death.
accidents, being
Yeah, it's accidents and
old.
unintentional
Heart
injury.
disease.
And how would we ever get access to that information anyway?
Right.
Because they hide it. M is one of the false, okay?
Yes.
And you can see in the red the part that I changed. The intermittent fasting group could eat only between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. I had this backwards, with 80% of those calories taken before 1 p.m. That's exactly the opposite of what is said in the quote. The calorie restriction group could eat liberally throughout the day. Both groups lost over 2 kilograms, 5 pounds, not the 10 I gave you, but the weight loss was nearly identical in both. And the one that I think most of you got, or at least the ones I heard, were the conclusions drawn from this study were that when calories are held constant, intermittent fasting doesn't lead to more weight loss than simply eating less throughout the day. In other words, intermittent fasting works by reducing calorie intake, nothing more. Nothing
Oh,
more.
interesting. We all agreed, I think, on our team.
I've been hearing something about intermittent fasting having some other benefit than weight loss, but I'm unclear on
He
it.
talks about those others too. I couldn't put them all in one question. Like I
Right.
said, read the article, the whole article. These are all long articles.
And how much?
Yeah.
And it's true. He figured it all out. He should have won the prize, but the French Revolution came, and his sponsor was a noble, and therefore they took it away. And that's a statue of him because he's now being remembered after his death. But he never did get.
At least he didn't get beheaded.
Prize he should have won.
Yeah.
And
Count yourself
O
lucky.
is false. This AG1 is apparently very popular in Canada. They talk about it extensively. And the big issues here, there are several things. First, it's a blend of 75 ingredients. He talks extensively about all the vitamins, including fat-soluble vitamins that you probably could get too much of. I didn't put that in the question. They are not held to the same regulatory standards as pharmaceuticals. It is absolutely true that in Canada they're not held to the same standard, but we have no standard. We don't regulate it at all. So it is not true that that they show that it does what it says, because it doesn't. It also contains the digestive enzymes from pineapple. That is true, and it has been used historically in Central and South America to help with digestion. But although it can digest proteins in the laboratory, he said, I had a hard time finding human studies demonstrating the supplement helps humans digest food. So this was wrong in about 4 different ways.
Paula just said this is one of those things that's pushed a lot by YouTubers. So
Yep,
we know what that means.
I have a sample of it here that we got from a running event.
Oh.
And I won't use it, but it also has papaya enzyme in it, which is a popular.
I tasted it. It tastes horrible.
Yeah.
That'll keep you from yeah.
It has something called super mushroom complex. I don't think I want that.
Rob just put a link in here about medical errors are the third leading cause of death and other statistics you should question. That's good.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
I'm
little
putting
survey,
the-
like
the
one particular
10
survey.
correct and the 10
1%.
wrong into the chat.
That was really good, Gail.
Five
Sorry over
wrong.
time, but that was very interesting.
How do we score this?
Yeah, that's
You
what
get
I'm
1
thinking.
point for each one you have right.
Well, yeah, it's obvious how.
And then it's going to go over 10.
I
Okay,
think
let
we
me go over
got
to the
8,
board.
Kevin.
No, you
We
were
were
only
supposed to pick out the 10 true
that
ones.
were true.
So
Right. You get points for every true one that you got correct.
Exactly.
Oh, then we didn't get 8.
So if you get a false one correct, you don't get a point for it.
No, she
obviously, 'cause
said
you gotta
only
come up
get
with
credit
10.
for the
identify
10
the
if
10
the
that were correct.
Okay.
10 that are
All right.
correct.
Thank you. I'm going to go through and look and count them.
All right, you guys, come on now.
They're in the chat. The 10 that are correct letters are in the chat, and the 5 that are incorrect are in the
Very
chat.
good. We need to look sweet and wonderful to each other. Quit arguing. Don't make me come over
the
there.
maximum
I'll put
the
you guys'
maximum
noses in the
possible
corner.
score is 10, not 15, right?
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Here we go. Let's look at we all know the rules. Susan has to show the screen on the second round. All right. That's the way it goes. Okay. So do you really care if it's Kara or Kara?
You didn't pronounce any of those right.
You gotta know that I was gonna do that. What's your score?
Rob? This is difficult. I'm counting them.
Okay, move to the next one, please.
All right, Y2K is 25 years old.
I got 8.
Yeah.
All right. Oops, wrong one. That's better than I thought we did. But I had different scores. Okay. Even with religion, Carter was an honorable man.
We also got 8.
Are you sure?
You
Yeah, of the true
identified
ones.
8 of the true ones.
Yeah, we identified 8 true ones.
Okay.
Did we?
Yes.
I thought I got 7.
All right. We survived. You guys need to be dealing with this before you come back from your thing. Everybody.
But we don't know the answers then.
Yeah, we.
No.
The
You
problem
should
is
all
counting
be
this
on the
because this is
same
not
page before you
normal
come
kind of thing.
back.
Yeah.
And agree that you've all written down.
We
the same
did
thing.
that.
That's
We're
not the
counting-
issue,
Then there
Susan.
shouldn't be a
That's
difference
not
between
the
7 and
issue.
8.
Susan,
Okay,
that's
here's
not
what
the
it
issue
is.
this time.
We got A true, B true, C true, D true. That's 4 points.
Yes.
All
Right?
you have to do is count the number you have right.
That's
How
right.
many
And then we
is
got
That's
10?
what we're trying to figure out.
Okay.
no,
good,
because
good.
the ones we said are false don't count. You said
Yeah.
He
Right.
said just identify the 10 correct, the 10 true ones.
right. We got H true,
Look at me rolling my eyes here, you guys. Come on.
I true,
Okay.
We got
Based on
8.
the
N
chat,
true,
I've
and
given you
and
the
O.
letters for the 10 that
All
are
right.
true.
We got 8.
Every one of those you
8.
have gives you a point. If you don't have it, you don't get a point.
Okay. We all survived the negative hype over the Blair Witch Project and Y2K a quarter century ago. Let's hope we survive the negative hype too. Okay, what do you got?
Gail, this was a great category. We got 8, and it was really easy for me to figure out that we got 8 right.
Thank you. Thank you, Kat. She's absolutely
Although
right.
it is
She
almost 10 o'clock and we haven't even had our break yet.
Yeah, this was from a Canadian, you guys. You know how nice they are.
Rob, you're just counting the number true. And the number that are true, the number that we correctly
Yeah. I understand how to
true.
do it.
Okay, good.
8
We're done.
is
We
the
got
answer.
8. We got 8.
Okay, going back to the first category. Is it 8? First team.
Wait,
He said 8.
Absolutely every team got 8.
Yep.
How is it even
Wow.
possible? The exact
What's
same.
the average?
Average 8. Very
Well,
good.
is that true or false?
Guys, I'm gonna have to ignore you. All right, good job, Gail. That was very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. And
Can we take a picture and then I can go to sleep?
yes, we can take a picture so you can go to bed. Everybody take a picture so that Avi can go night night.
Avi, you might know
Paula, do you want
something
to
in
say
the
where you
next
are?
category.
Okay, hold on.
What's that?
Let me find my ad. Okay, I'm gonna count to 3, and you guys better be doing what you want to do for 3. 1, 2, and 3.
All right, good night, everybody.
Okay.
Avi, you might know something in the next
Avi.
category,
Take care,
Avi.
Avi.
Avi, the
Where
next
is
category
me?
is
Has
for
anybody
you.
talked to Lee in a
Category
while?
is going to be people named Avi, and we're going to get screwed.
All
Yeah,
right. Good
people
night,
named
y'all.
Avi's the next
He was
category.
Oh, you're
gonna
taking
build
off,
back
Cara?
questions.
Yeah, I got to go to work in the morning.
Thank
so
you for
I am gonna
joining
go
us.
Okay,
turn
thank you for
into a
joining
Nice
us.
to
Good
meet
seeing
you.
you,
We
Avi.
don't
Nice to
always
see
bicker
you,
this
Cara.
much. Sometimes we bicker more.
Bye.
That's true.
Bunch of teenagers here. My God, it's
Uh-oh.
like
I
running.
just lost 2 people from my team. Who's on my team
I've
now?
lost 2 people from my team before that last round ended. So
So there.
if this doesn't start speeding up, we're gonna have nobody
Yeah.
left on my
Rob,
team.
you insisted on having her on your team or having them on your team. So
We'll be good. We'll be fine, Rob.
Yep. Okay, here we go. We're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking
Okay.
forward to it.
In light of one of those questions, it's time for me to floss.
I think I'm gonna have to take over my husband's electric toothbrush because I can't tell him it's better anymore. He needs to use it.
We have a dentist in my neighborhood that gives out electric toothbrushes on Halloween.
Oh, wow.
Electric ones, not just
Well, the battery
ordinary
powered
toothbrush?
ones, the cheap ones, like the mechanical ones. You put batteries in.
Yeah.
Not expensive ones, but like he probably gets them,
I
you
think
know.
the
That
Oral B
still
is
must be pretty pricey. I mean, I was thinking maybe your basic tooth manual one.
No, he gives out motorized. You put batteries in them.
Well, I want one of those.
That's like the kids use both my kids used to go to him every year and look forward to going and get a new toothbrush.
I'm impressed because I would
He's a
think
dentist. He probably gets them cheap.
well, but there's a limit to how cheap. Wow. That's wow.
I bet you they cost less than $1 a piece in volume.
But $1 a piece when you're giving them out for free,
It's a
this is
wealthy
going to add
neighborhood.
up pretty quick.
It's a wealthy neighborhood. I get two New England Patriots live down the
I don't
street.
know. Maybe he doesn't get as many trick-or-treaters as me, but you
I'm
know,
the
I
poor
found
guy in
out,
this neighborhood.
I get so many trick-or-treaters at my neighborhood that I can only give like the really cheap, crappy candy, or I go broke. One year I gave out pencils, and I get these packets of pencils at the dollar store, and even still, it turned out to be more expensive than crappy candy. So sorry, kids. Oh man.
One year we started to run out. So the kids came back early. I started giving out their candy. We had a Patriot player, Rodney Harrison. He's retired now. He does commentary, I think, for NBC. He lived down the street from me. And my kids got his football card and wanted to have it signed, my oldest boy. So him and his friends went over and knocked on his door, trick-or-treating to get him to sign it. He wasn't there. And he wouldn't take his little brother. So I took my youngest son and we walked around and bumped right into him. We bumped right into Rodney Harrison. He was with his son, who was very little at the time. And we just said hi to him and didn't bother him. Then we went to his house about half an hour later. He answered the door. So my oldest boy went around the neighborhood twice and couldn't find him. Went to his house, couldn't find him. We bumped into him twice. I said, you should have came with us. Should have took your brother trick-or-treating. I said, next year, I'll dress up like a referee. You guys put on some Patriots uniforms and tackle me and when he answers the door, it'd be funny. But we didn't see him. He moved out of the neighborhood about a little after that too.
You must live in a Chi-Chi neighborhood, Kevin.
Kind of. I'm near the stadium. I'm like 5 miles from the stadium. So there was 2 Patriots in my neighborhood, and the houses that they put up are $1 million houses. But I'm, in a $200,000 house that was built in the 80s. So my house looks old compared to the new houses. I'm the poor guy in the rich neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood. So it's nice because the value of my house goes up without me having to do anything to it.
That's nice.
People want to buy it and fix it.
Yeah.
But my older boy, he had a part-time job delivering pizzas, and he used to deliver in a neighborhood where Hernandez lived. The guy who killed the guy and then killed himself in prison.
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez, yeah. My son used to deliver pizza in his neighborhood. That murder happened only about 2 miles from my house.
Oh.
They found a guy in a wooded area they were going to put a new house or something on. They were building in that area. They found a body there. Some of these guys don't have fancy houses. There's one guy that lives on the main drag and he just has a regular house, my son didn't know who he was, and he answered the door. He goes, "Hey, that's the guy. That's the safety for the New England Patriots." And he's like, "Yeah, just a regular house."
So completely off the topic, my daughter told me that she knows two people who have slept with Luigi Mangione in her friend group. She went to Columbia University, so there's kind of a circulation there.
That's just somebody you know. I don't know who that person is. Luigi
Oh, he's the
Mangione.
guy
The
who's
shooter of
The
the.
guy that
Oh, the
assassinated
shooter. Oh my
United Healthcare
God.
the
CEO.
hunky
Yeah.
shooter.
Oh yeah, now I know you're talking about. Yeah.
You don't know about Luigi?
No, I do now. It's me, Mario.
There were a lot of jokes about
Luigi's
that.
brother.
His brother played the flugelhorn and had a band.
Oh, really? Wow.
Alan's making shit up. Well, he was a good-looking guy.
That Chuck Mangione.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, Chuck Mangione. I remember him.
It's sort of one of those truth is stranger than fiction kind of stories. I mean,
I know, it's so weird.
it's just bizarre, It's just like freaky, God. Oh God. Of
All right.
all
And
the
we're
reasons
back.
for murder, that's a bizarre
I
one.
forgot to go anywhere. Deborah what the heck, Deborah? You're wandering around like way far in the back.
Cat's rear end.
Oh, I
Deborah's
didn't
got
have
a
the volume
tail.
all the way down. Deborah looked really weird with the cat up close to the screen, and she's way. Look
Suddenly
at
I
her.
realized it was the
She's
cat
walking into the lake.
rear end.
Deborah, stay away from the edge of the lake.
Just jumped in.
Okay, so do we have any quick announcements? Because we're way over time. Okay, the only announcements I have is Monterey County Skeptic Camp starts tomorrow night. Paula is in the house. She drove all night to be here yesterday. And she is here, and we are ready to rumble. If people want to show up early, 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, that'd be great. Tomorrow is our
She
little.
drove all night from LA.
She got here at 5 in the morning.
I would have fallen asleep at the
So
wheel.
and she came on New Year's Eve. No, New Year's Day? New Year's Eve.
That's
She said there was
insanity.
nobody on here. Paula's really strange, you guys. She doesn't, she has weird sleeping schedule, so that's why we get along really well.
Yeah, some people are night owls.
Yeah, she does. She's a night owl.
I'm a night owl.
When she's unemployed. She stops and if she's sleepy, she stops and she falls asleep, takes a nap, and then she wakes up and starts again. So a couple times ago, she was here and she got to my house at like 3 in the morning. She has a key, so she just lets herself. Well, actually, I didn't lock the door. She just comes in and I get up in the morning and she's home and made food and whatever.
And there's cats not sleeping on you.
Cats sleep on her. Okay, so we're back and we need people for next week. Let me see what I got here real quick. We have Rob next week. That's January 9th. It's my son's birthday. Okay, Rob. Who else?
I will be in Costa Rica for the next 2 weeks, starting
whatever.
Next Sunday.
You're coming tomorrow night, right?
I can do a bonus, Susan,
Okay,
even though I
Gail.
did one today.
Robin, are you going to be there tomorrow night?
I will be there tomorrow night.
Good,
Yeah,
'cause
I'm leaving next Sunday. I'm leaving the 12th.
Okay, good.
And I'll be gone for 2 weeks.
I got your little slip of paper that said, "Can I be absent, teacher?"
Can I be what?
Can I be absent? I got that and I signed off on it virtually in my mind.
Oh.
I gave you permission to be out of here, is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
thank you.
Is it too much of a stretch to assume that Carl would be able to do a category?
Where's Carl tonight?
He didn't say. He says he's okay, but he just can't make it tonight. No, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Who else?
Did you hear me, Susan? I'm willing to do.
Yeah, I got
did
you
one
on
today,
for
but I'll do
bonus.
one again.
So I need 2 more. Okay, I can nag you in a minute.
I can do one if it's early.
Okay, you can have first. Kat's got it. Thank you, Kat. Thank you so much for your kindness. All right. Maybe Adrian will feel better by then. I don't know. Okay. Ramiro.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
Okay, let's see.
Did we lose
For
Cara?
the-
Did we lose Cara?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she said
signed off
goodnight.
just before the break.
Cara signed off, yeah.
Okay. So the category is Chicago.
Chicago. I like the way he says it.
Chicago.
Chicago. Is it the movie? The musical?
The city
the
of
group?
Chicago.
The city,
Oh.
the group. That's what the whales say. Chicago, Chicago.
I saw that too.
Okay, so number one.
It's hard.
What is Chicago's famous nickname?
Okay.
That's the nickname. Wow.
Okay, number two, the Chicago River is famous for being dyed green on St. Patrick's Day. Another reason it is famous for is this being done to the river back in 1900. Number three, the name Chicago is derived from a word in another language. What is the meaning of that word? Number four, what color line on the CTA takes you to O'Hare International Airport? Number five, lasting 3 days, the Great Chicago Fire which was rumored to have started by a cow knocking over a lantern. It spread through most of Chicago due to buildings made mostly out of wood and strong winds. In what year did the fire occur, plus or minus 5 years? All right, number six. Founded by John H. Johnson in 1945, this magazine was patterned after Life magazine. During the 1960s, it increasingly covered the civil rights movement. Number seven, on May 4, 1886, a rally being held in support of workers striking for 8-hour days. Or a rally was held in support of workers striking for an 8-hour workday. As the police were trying to disperse the crowd, someone threw a dynamite bomb at the police. The ensuing bomb blast and gunfire by the police resulted in the deaths of 7 police officers and 4 civilians. What is the name of this event? Number 8, a German U-boat is displayed at the Museum of Industry in Chicago. It was captured on June 4th, 1944 by American soldiers near the coast of Africa. What is the name of the boat? Number 9, this well-known restaurant has a history of political satire and went viral after they added immigrants eat our dogs to their sign.
Oh my God. I need to eat there. That's great. I need to know who this person is.
Number 10, this famous work of art housed at the Art Institute of Chicago shows a farmer standing beside his daughter. Oh, I didn't put that first. Sorry. Sorry, Janine.
I know what that is.
And then I added a bonus. Let's see. The flag of Chicago has 4 stars. What do they represent?
Very good,
And that's it.
Romero. Nice
Any
quick category to get us caught up.
We have no Chicago residents in this group. Isn't that
Yeah,
curious?
my brother.
And they would know it all. My sister lives in Chicago, but she's not with us tonight. So
Alan knows it.
Alan should get them all 10.
Of course, Alan's got all 10 in the bonus.
Yeah, and he has Avi as well.
Oh,
I can wake up
Avi's
Avi.
gone.
Tops.
All right.
Except Avi
Go
abandoned
wake
us.
Avi up, Alan. Go,
And now we're
Avi, wake up,
No,
wake
I
up.
just talked to him. He's less help than me. All
Gail,
right.
did you see I sent you a message? A chat.
All right. Any questions?
No, that's good.
no, they're really straightforward.
Okay.
And this.
Oh, I gotta
Yes.
add James and Paula. Oh, Paula doesn't get a room.
I don't.
I don't
I'm gonna make you a. I'm gonna make you an admin right now.
obvious.
Once the screen slows down. James, what team are you on? Let me see.
I was in
You're 3. Right? Even with religion, Carter was in
no
all.
with no,
Oh,
I
you're
was
not. You're
number
wrong,
2.
you're wrong. Oh shoot, dang. You're supposed to be in 2.
There we go.
Y2K. You might have to have that fixed in a minute, so remind me. I'll just make you an admin so you don't have. Well, no, I can't now. He's gone. Okay, Paula, I'm going to make you a co-host. Oh, shoot. As people leave the screen, I start to click on it and it disappears. Okay, so we're going to 3.
It's yeah, basically they reverse the river's flow so that instead of the water flowing into Lake Michigan, they have a little bit of Lake Michigan water flowing backwards into the Mississippi drainage via some tributary.
They have locks there.
Yeah.
Are we sure it's called the Windy City?
Yes.
Yeah.
And not like that's like what we assume it's going to be because
No, the famous nickname is the Windy City.
I know, but it just seems too obvious.
The question's Chicago's famous nickname.
All
Yeah,
right.
It should say, what is Chicago's famously obvious nickname? So Susan will be happy.
Yeah. Paula, can you see that you can go into any room you want?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jim, you think that
It
number
does.
2 has something to do with the flow of the river?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah. They
Put you in 3.
they reversed the flow of the river so that the sewage wouldn't go into Lake Michigan, and they could take clean water from Lake Michigan and dump their sewage into the Mississippi drainage.
So they reverse the flow of the river to dump sewage?
Yeah, to dump sewage, and also, well, let's see. So it became this Chicago sanitary and sewage canal.
So to dump sewage
No, it's a
outside of the
sanitary
city.
and ship and barge canal. Anyway,
So the main thing is it just reversed the flow.
yeah.
And sure it isn't they just installed the locks?
Yeah, well, the locks was part of it. They were
Okay.
it was partly for transport between the Mississippi drainage basin and the Great Lakes. Like that for some time, shortly after the Ice Age, that the Lake Michigan drained through that, and then as the land shifted, things started draining through the St. Lawrence.
Okay, let's go on.
Yeah.
Anybody know what Chicago means in whatever language it was thought up in?
It means it's a chick in a car and the car won't go.
I assume it's native language, but no, I do not know.
Yeah, I think it's a Native American.
Yeah.
I think it's probably something to do with it being the easiest portage from between the Great Lakes and the
the name.
Maybe it means windy.
Yeah.
It means Windy City. It's the answer to all the questions.
It's just it's very windy there, so maybe that's why it's a city.
don't know.
Windy.
Yeah.
I was trying to think what native tribes were in that area.
We don't even need to know that though.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
think it means something like the easy portage, or
Easy portage? What?
Okay, but
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's where they would have portaged their canoes from Lake Michigan to the
Portage? What does that mean?
Portage.
Portage.
You take your
Portage.
canoe out of the water, you carry it across the highway, you go on the other side of the river, the
Yeah,
bridge.
easy portage.
You have to
Okay.
portage it to get over
Yeah.
rocky things
Yeah.
and over a waterfall, around a waterfall.
Okay.
Okay, so what's
think
the
it's,
color of the
Yeah.
color line that takes you to
Yeah.
the
I'm
airport?
gonna guess
Green. It's green.
it's green.
I don't know.
I don't know. That was my
It's a
guess.
rainbow.
Oh,
What do you
I
think it
was-
would be, Kevin?
I was gonna guess red, but I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I've never been to Chicago, and I wouldn't have.
I can
remembered
tell you
that
what
anyway.
color line you go to Fenway Park.
Yeah.
Color.
The one time, the one
What
time I
color
visited-
line goes to Fenway?
Yeah.
The red line and the green line.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the green line and the orange line. I'm sorry, green
Yeah.
and orange.
Yeah.
I take
Okay.
red
And
to
that
green to
leaves the
Kenmore Square.
red. Then that's the red to get to.
Could be red.
Yeah.
We have
I don't
in
remember. I don't
Boston, we
remember
have
what
red,
color
green,
it
blue,
was.
silver, orange.
I don't remember what color line it was that I took from the airport to downtown the one time I visited Chicago. I
In
just
Boston, the
remember-
one that goes to the airport is the silver line. You think they do the same thing over there?
Why?
Boston to Chicago? I don't think so.
They
No.
might do it the opposite, just to be opposite.
Yeah.
No, we don't know.
Well,
Green
we
makes
have the
sense
Red
if they're
Sox.
going
They
to
have the
O'Hare.
White Sox. So
Okay, put green
well, I
Green's
left
fine.
it there.
because they're very St. Patrick's-y. I don't know
What
why.
was the year of the Chicago fire? That's number 5.
I think that's a famous year, isn't it? Like 1901.
No.
It was
years after
it
the
was
Civil
earlier
War.
than that.
What, Paula?
It was a few years after the Civil War. I was going to guess 1870.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
I know 6-2, I think.
What's that?
Well, John Johnston, I remember that name. He started Ebony and Jet magazines.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ebony.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. I was guessing that because I remember hearing about
Ebony.
some magazine patterned on life that was aimed at
Ebony came first
So
and Jet
for
came
that one,
later,
I
right?
would do Ebony because Jet seems more like a
Modern.
related.
What is it?
and
Ebony
stuff.
and what?
Ebony. Yeah.
Just Ebony.
Just
Just
Ebony.
Ebony.
Yeah,
Jet.
Ebony.
There's another one called Jet.
But Jet's
Yeah,
more like
Ebony was more
entertainment.
substantive, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay. 7.
So 7.
Is this the something massacre? The
No, it's not. It's not the St. Valentine's Day massacre. It's the Haymarket riot.
ooh, the Haymarket riot.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Excellent.
I thought that was in Britain.
I thought that was in Boston. We have a place called Haymarket.
8. A German U-boat. What is the name of the boat, Dan?
No idea.
Use something.
Do you think it'd be famous for non-Chicagoans to know? Because I don't think I've heard about it.
Yeah. Well, so many of the Germans, they were just called U with a number.
You too.
Well, like Unter or yeah, Uber. Yeah.
You probably something hundred seems to
Yeah,
seems to about that
263 or something.
Perfect. I hope you got it right. Plus or minus 5.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't know.
need more than 5 plus or minus on that one.
I'd like it to be the one that was moving uranium to Japan. It was U-235.
You want me to put that down? You think it could be right?
I think he's joking.
No, it's too good to be true. It's good.
So what is this restaurant?
Alice's?
It's not Alice's.
I don't know.
What's
Immigrants eat our dogs. It's probably a hot dog restaurant?
Is it like a Lampoon, National Lampoon or something over there?
I assume it's a hot dog, but I just
It's a hot dog place.
I bet we'll know it once they're given the answer.
Oh.
But it's not something I.
Okay, yeah. Hot dog place would be perfect.
Hot dog stand.
And there's not like Nathan's is like New York, right?
Yeah.
The Chicago version of
LA has
Nathan's.
Pink's.
Has what? Pink's?
Pink's, that's our well-known hot dog stand.
That could be the name of it.
No, it's a
No,
local.
no. Yeah, it's only
Oh.
we're just giving examples that places have these ones that are local to them, but
And they're saying this makes it sound like it's a local place. It's not a
yeah,
chain.
it's of a hot dog related name, but
Something political and hot dogs. Can you think of something? Dogs and
no,
dogs and
no, it doesn't need to be political.
but it's
Well, it says
satire.
history of political satire. The
So it's got to
restaurant.
be a place that probably
This
makes
well-known
jokes.
restaurant has a history of political satire. Went viral after they added "Immigrants Eat Our Dogs" to their
But the
sign.
name doesn't have to be political satire. It's known for political satire.
But it might be a pun.
I believe it's probably a pun. That would make
So
sense.
doggone it. Doggone it. Immigrants eat our dogs.
Yeah. So it's almost certain that this place serves a lot of hot dogs.
Yeah. So it could be Frankfurters, Wieners,
Oh, Wienerville.
Wienerville.
The doghouse.
The doghouse.
Doghouse in LA too. Okay. It could be, I don't know. But it's
Pen is American Gothic.
I like the Frankfurters something or another.
Yeah, that's good.
But it's a well-known restaurant. When you say the name, you're gonna go, "Oh, I've heard of that."
No, because it's Chicago. I don't know anything about Chicago.
But it might.
I don't even like hot dogs. So I wouldn't know.
I have a feeling when they say it, you're gonna go, "Oh, like Nathan's is in Long Island and Coney Island, rather." Trying to
idea.
think what else Chicago's known for.
Okay, so does anybody have an idea about the bonus?
I bet you it's Windy City.
No, the bonus, the flag of Chicago.
Oh, American Gothic is his daughter he's standing next to?
Yeah, American
Yeah, it looks like it's the people.
I thought it
confuse
was his wife.
A lot of people think that it's his daughter.
Wow. 4 stars. The different sides of the city, north, south, east, and west.
Is that what somebody put in?
No, I'm saying that it probably has something to do with the wind. The wind coming from 4 different.
Has it always been 4 stars?
I'd heard something about that Windy City being deriving from a crack about how the boosters of the city were just so
full of
windy.
hot air.
Yeah, full of hot
Full
air.
hot air. That makes sense. Okay, so could it be? The 4 stars represent 4 out of 5. Chicago is
4 out
rated
of 5
4 out of
dentists.
5. 4 dentists out of 5. Recommend Chicago.
Recommend mechanical toothbrush.
There you go. It sounds like a big
What is
scam.
something they have 4 of?
Okay, we're done. It's back.
It's probably something like freedom and bloodshed and trivia.
Trivia.
And trivia. Of course. For probably directions, I think, north, south, east, west. I mean, that's generic.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know the answer. But then I can make something up.
Shouldn't a newspaper have be named something like Northeast, West, South?
Yeah, news. That's what
I
these
think
people say.
9 should be Chicago Franks or something.
Ooh, Chicago Franks.
Maybe it's the sides of the river, like east side, west side, south side, north side.
It's an easy way of making sure everybody feels represented. Man, I know about Chicago. That's sad.
All right. I get the same ones. Doesn't matter how many times you can ask the same questions, I'll get the same wrong answers on the same questions. So
You're supposed to be the expert on this.
nah.
It's only your town.
Well, it's my kind of town.
Chicago is?
Chicago
I've been there
is?
based on
What
Alan's
is?
recommendation. I took the water boat tour. It was really good.
Oh.
The building architectural tour through the river.
Faith and Ramiro, I think, also went on
Yep.
it.
Did you just go, Kevin, recently?
Oh no, about just before COVID.
Oh, okay.
Was it before COVID?
Yes.
No, it couldn't have been because this started. It was only like a year or two ago.
My son been in the Army for 4 years. It was when he first went in.
Well, it was
2018 or 19 is when we went.
I'm sure there's
Your son went in whenever we were in COVID.
Yeah, we didn't start this thing until
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. I can tell you. I can find
2018, 19 is like 5 or 6 years ago.
No, it was just like 2 years ago.
No.
No.
Answers. Maybe we can
When
have
Kevin was
answers.
here.
Hey,
Kevin-
yeah,
All right,
answers
answers.
would be nice.
Why?
All right.
Oh,
you go.
sideshow. Peggy, you're wearing off on everybody, you and Gail.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're starting
All
with the
right,
last
so,
one.
number one is
We're
the
saying,
Windy City.
What?
Thank
God, we got one right.
Yeah.
And
Everyone
that's,
knows
that's
that.
really,
That might
that's
be
really
it.
because of the that's really because of the politicians, not the wind.
You can put your thing.
Well,
You can put your thing into presentation mode, Ramiro.
you want me to?
Yeah, because we can see the answers.
Yeah, we can see better.
Well, we can also
That
see
better?
the answers.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. Yeah. So I don't know. In the Wikipedia site, it says that there's multiple hypotheses,
Yeah.
and one of them is the wind. So I don't know, but one of them is the politicians. Number two is reversing the flow of the river.
Good job, Jim.
Oh.
Very good, Jim.
Jim.
Yay,
And
Alan.
number three is wild onion or garlic.
Ooh,
Weird.
Jim, that's
Oh, interesting.
you got us
Wait,
wrong, Jim.
What was the question?
The
Uh,
meaning of
what-
Chicago.
What does
Yeah,
Chicago
where does
mean?
the where does the word come from? So it's
onion, garlic.
onion or
Chicago.
garlic in some native language.
We thought it was
Chicago.
windy in some native
How
language.
how is it or though? Did they think like both of those whatever native language they thought onion and garlic was the same thing? Or
Wild onion. Garlic might be called the wild
I don't
onion.
know. That's what it says in the Wikipedia.
Interesting.
It's probably like Algonquin for like stinky herb.
Is that Lutkiss on the plate?
makes sense.
Okay.
That could be.
The next one is what is it?
There's next to the sandwich. There's Lutkiss. All right. Did the
Yeah,
Indians
that's
have
that's for mayonnaise. So they have onions somewhere in there. So I put it in there. Partly for Faith, so she can see that food again.
That's Katz's Deli.
Blue.
The mayonnaise.
Blue.
Uh,
That's Manny's delicatessen, and it was amazing food. So you hush. It's not cats.
You
They
hush.
give you the meat by the handful. They don't
You
measure it. They
hush.
the guy just picks up a handful.
That was a
of
pastrami and corned beef sandwich, and it was mwah.
Oh, that
So
sounds
are
awful.
all of the lines with color names? Is that how they do it?
Yes, all the lines, and the blue line goes out to O'Hare.
You can see on the sign
Oh,
there.
you at least knew that one.
Sign there under the banner, Rob.
And it's a 45-minute to an hour ride from the airport to downtown.
Is that a
Wow,
lot? God, is that far?
yeah. All right. So and this one is October 8 to the 10th,
Karen, you were
1871.
close. You were way
Close.
close there, Karen.
You got it almost.
Excellent. We got it
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Within 1
And
year.
You happen to use this unflattering picture of me.
You're
I
blurry.
like that.
You're in action.
You look very intentional.
It was a
No,
fun
it's
interactive
minus
exhibit.
5
Like they
years.
showed you how you had to start the fire
Yeah,
truck.
you got it
and
within a
everything.
year. And you got it on October, so that's pretty. It was October.
So the next one is ebony.
Good job.
Yeah.
Oh.
Karen, good job.
Our team
Hey.
got that.
And then the next one is the Haymarket Affair.
Yay.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
affair. Tragedy, massacre,
We put
affair.
riot.
Riot.
We put riot. Is that
So-
okay?
They also use massacre.
So Ramiro,
But that to
we
put
just
affair.
wrote Haymarket. Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's fine.
What, Karen?
Oh,
But to really that really glosses over it. An affair, the Haymarket affair.
Yeah. Unless they were, cheating.
It's like the Boston Tea Party.
Incident. A little
Yeah, that's
Boston
true.
Tea Party.
Boston Tea
Yeah, it's
Party.
like calling it an incident.
all right. The next one is U505.
Is there a plus or minus on this? Guess 263. So
But the
that's
way
all.
to
The name
remember
came
it
up with
is
that.
that it's not U404 because that one was not found.
Oh,
505.
404.
Oh, I've been to that. That's down at the waterfront by the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
It is farther south. Yeah.
But it's at the
Look how long
waterfront.
that is.
I went there.
That's what
I've
she
never-
said.
Yeah.
No, look how big that is.
That's what she said.
That's what she said too.
God, you're a bunch of
No,
children.
it's a great display.
That's
It really is.
later, Susan.
Oh,
The
yeah.
bunch of children.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Faith looks great. That's what he
No,
said.
she's not.
does.
She's still blurry. She
And
looks
then
better than that.
The
the
wiener
restaurant is
circle.
the
Wiener,
Ramiro.
oh my God, how
Oh
funny.
God, the wieners.
That's excellent.
I've never heard of
And
that.
then the next one's American
That
Gothic.
is his daughter?
You know what?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Why are you
And
not
then
holding his
I never knew that was
pitchfork?
his daughter. I thought that was his wife.
I thought so.
A lot of people thought that.
Husband,
He
wife,
was a
daughter
dentist.
there.
His wife.
He was a dentist. He wasn't a farmer, I think.
Oh,
Well,
and
she didn't
he's
use
got
sunscreen,
resting
so she.
face. They're
Yeah,
related
he
as well.
advocated the use of electric toothbrushes and he got disbarred.
It's got to be his. It's got to be his daughter because look how similar they are to each other. They've got the same resting face.
Yeah.
That couldn't be his wife unless he married.
I thought I heard something about being brother and sister, but
No.
anyway, but if it's father and daughter,
No, that is correct.
Yeah.
There's a giant
He
sculpture
does
of
look
that
older.
at my local. We talk about this a lot.
And then the flag. So the first star is the Great Chicago Fire. The next one is the World's
Oh.
Columbian Exposition, or then the Century of Progress Exhibition. These two are all like world fairs. And then this one is Fort Dearborn.
Fort Dearborn is
We
the one
just
I was
put
thinking.
north, south, east, and west, and I see that on the slide.
Can you get
No.
three out of? Did you get it?
No,
You get
that's-
3 out of 4? Is 3
That's
out
the
of 4 okay?
colors. That's not the stars. So these bars,
Ooh,
like
we
this,
suck.
the,
So if
How
they
many?
have another big event, they're going to add a fifth.
Ramiro, how many
They-
do you have to get the point?
all
you get-
4 of them.
Break and roll,
I only got
Romero.
3
It's
out
a
of 4.
bonus. It's a
It was a
bonus, right?
bonus.
So
You could
Go
have
on,
said.
Ramiro.
I think you could. It'd be all right if you said famous events in Chicago.
Good boy.
No,
Did
I
anybody
don't
get
know about
4?
that.
Did anybody get
Chicago
3?
events.
We got 3.
Anyone-
We got 3.
Wow, we thought it was north, south, east, and west.
No, you thought it was that. I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
Well, at least it came up with something.
Well, actually, I'll say Alan got 3.
Alan, he came through.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I'm glad it wasn't because it's the third largest city in the US.
There's,
I was
there's a
thinking it was
picture of
something like that.
Answer.
there's a picture of me on the tour of the boat in the
All
boat
I see
tour.
is your finger up.
Yeah, we
Well,
see your finger.
Trump
What are you
Tower's
talking about?
there.
What are you talking?
That's the Trump Tower.
Well, most people go and
Chicago River.
they put their thumbs in front of the T.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Trump Tower.
Boy, you guys are the cleverness, man. Amazing.
Now I have to go back to Chicago to do that now.
Oh yeah,
Just be careful if you see a cyber truck parked out front.
yeah. For real.
by the way, was
God,
the
that's awful.
was the date of the Chicago fire plus or minus so many years?
Yes.
We
Plus or
got
minus
it.
5.
We had it exactly.
I'm
Did you
sorry,
really?
Karen.
Missed it by 1 year, but we
Yeah.
get the point.
I'm embarrassed that we got one off.
I
No, we
thought
got the
Karen-
point,
I thought
though.
Karen
We got the
had
point.
a-
If this other team got it perfect, Paula knew it.
There's Chicago.
I was at
We saw
1900.
the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And there's Chicago Fountain.
Buckingham.
Is that what it's called?
Buckingham Fountain.
Cool.
And I only remember seeing that behind fences. We never went back.
They were trying to keep you away.
No, it was because that's where the race start was.
Oh,
So you were all
so they-
corralled around that area.
That makes sense. All right, so we're going to scores now. Let's see if we can get these a little farther away from each other here. So Y2K is 25 years old.
Oh, 9.
9.
Okay, I hope everybody has
Oh,
agreed on
Faith.
how many points they have because they should be doing that before you leave the room. How many correct, what your answers are. Even with religion, Carter was an honorable man.
6.
Do you really care if it's Carter?
7.
Dogs in the neighborhood are
And
squealing.
last, we survived all the negative hype over the Blair Witch Project and Y2K a quarter of a century ago.
Just to please you, Susan, and to put a bit more spread in the scores, we got a 2.
Oh man,
Just for you. No other
Your ass
reason.
to Chicago.
Gosh, you had to at least get the Windy City, right?
Yeah.
And American Gothic.
Yeah. Those are our two.
Those
are our two.
Those were the two that I personally
Wow.
knew. If that helps, makes you feel better, Kat.
2 out of the 3 people on our team have never been to Chicago, and the one person who did only flew in and out. So,
Oh no, I've been there, but I just didn't remember any of the things.
I've never been there.
I am there and I don't remember
Big
any of
help
the
you are,
things.
Deborah.
That's funny.
Rob, is that you? Oh my God.
I love that picture.
I didn't know it was your mom and dad.
Why aren't you looking at the camera?
And they invented the toothpick.
Was that at a wax museum?
No, we have a very fancy, like one of a kind thing here called the Grounds for Sculpture. It's like one of the largest sculpture parks in the United States. And they have sculptures, hundreds and hundreds of sculptures in a beautiful garden environment. And that's one of them. There's also one of those, I couldn't find a picture, which is 30 feet tall. People stand at the very bottom.
I want to see that picture again because it looked like an optical illusion the way you're holding that pole that looks like he's holding the pole.
He is.
No, here.
They both are.
Yeah.
How could they both be holding it?
It's a sculpture. It's not a painting.
There's room for many hands
It's
on
a
that
sculpture.
handle.
Karen, she kind of looks like you a little bit.
Karen? No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And which one of the 3 is real?
I could just see where she's like cutting, or it could be Paula, and they're staring daggers into
She's
you.
taking her hat off.
I was trying to put the same face on as the couple.
No,
That's what I was trying to do with my picture.
Yeah.
There's lots of pictures of us in the museum where I'm posing like the photos.
Yeah. That's fun to do.
All
I'm
right.
poking through my pictures to see if I could find the giant one.
Hey,
Last
Faith,
but
did
not
you
least-
remember? Faith, did you remember the number of the submarine?
That was 3.
Yeah, View 505.
Yeah, it made sense it was a U, but didn't think
Yeah.
about that.
Because we got to walk inside of it, and that was really cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
So last
So
but
which
not
one did you
least, it's
miss?
Robin.
What one did you miss?
The one about the name. I couldn't remember.
The name? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Robin's turn, and I still need a person for next week.
No, Susan, you asked me to ask Jamie. I did, and he said yes.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
so here's the full scale. This is like about 30 feet tall, something like that, 25 feet tall. Hard to tell the scale. And the house behind it is like so that if you're at the right angle and take a photo, it looks like the background of the photo.
Oh,
cool.
Right? That's what they did.
That's
Well, that's scary. Now those people are
That's
intimidating.
scary.
God, that
Yeah.
is scary.
Yeah, you
Come to
definitely
life
don't
and
want to
stomp on
mess with
children.
them.
And that's in New Jersey, huh?
It says ground
Yeah.
sculpture. I'm looking it up. Right
Oh,
now.
Yeah, it's funny. We live
Paula's
like
got it, gave it a hit on their website. She's there now.
yeah, we live about actually updated their Wikipedia page. My wife is a docent there.
So if we go to visit Rob all at once, all
Oh
of
yeah.
us, stay at his
Yeah.
house.
I visited Paula
We
came by
could
visit, we went
all
there.
touch the
We could
pitchfork.
take a giant picture of all of us in front of the
Holding the pitchfork. Put our hands. Could do like this.
Do a
Call it
pole
American
dance.
Trivia Gothic.
I'll be there next week, Rob.
Okay.
American Trivia Gothic.
Okay, Robin, you're on mute.
I am not on mute anymore.
No.
Okay. This is the bonus round.
Yes.
This will be whimsical, quick, and easy. And
Good.
And remember, it's just me and Kat. So,
Right. Okay.
Wait a minute. Paula and I will be there. What are you talking about? Just you and Kat.
Oh, Paula and you?
Excuse me?
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, I count. Maybe not
Okay.
maybe not as a full player, but Paula should make up for that.
Okay, and it's also going to be self grading. So Variety magazine at the end of 2024 published a list of 40 celebrities who died in 2024.
Uh-oh.
There are 40 of them on the list. All you have to do is come up with 10. So it's not like 40 prominent people. It's 40 people in the entertainment industry.
Wait,
big
they moved
names,
to be
not
an item?
Huh?
What are you talking about? This is gossip or what?
No, celebrities that have died in 20.
Variety
Oh, I thought
magazine.
you said they moved to be an item.
Variety magazine published a list of 40 celebrities who died in 2024.
Do presidents count?
If they're a celebrity.
Not anymore.
Let me see if he's on that list.
Wait, don't say anything, Robin. Just leave it. They're celebrities.
I didn't mean that in a negative way.
Well,
I meant
so this
because he just
happens.
gave the answer, but it sounds worse.
Well, so presidents could count. So I'm just trying to say it's not like your friend in the skeptic movement who died last year.
So
Mark
it's not
Edwards
celebrities
not on that
necessarily. It's
list?
famous
like
people. Famous people.
famous people who died in
Yeah,
2024.
well known.
Okay,
Well
when was this article written? Did you say?
It was written on, I think it was published on the 30th of December.
Okay, that was
September?
important to know.
December, like 2 days ago.
It's a psychic thing.
Okay, so
Why is
it's
Mark Edwards on there?
Let's go. I prepared myself.
Okay.
10 big fucking celebrities who died in 2024.
Are these people we had to? Oh, never mind.
But it's so Robin. It's all, I mean, if they happen to be celebrities and died, they're not on that list. It's not going to count. So it's only
big fucking
It's
celebrities.
only
so
this
that-
list.
Okay.
So big
It has
fucking
to be on this
celebrities. So
list.
that's porn stars, right?
Here
we go.
Yeah.
Can we go?
So what kind of
Can we go?
celebrity dies that would be published in Variety magazine?
Variety magazine celebrities, you guys. Come on, this isn't that
It's
hard.
if it's it's big name.
Yeah, big names.
Jim, are you on the right team? I mean, James, are you on the right team? James is supposed to be on. Wait a second, I gotta move me and you.
No.
James,
They told me to move, so I did. Hopefully, I'm in the right place.
what room you in? No, you're in the wrong place. My God, Paula, you're supposed to be in 4. Okay,
Why didn't it tell me to move?
because you didn't select your thing. James is supposed to be in 2. So James is in 2. Okay, that's good.
Breakout room right now.
I just put you in 4.
You told me I was in the wrong place. So.
No, I put you in 4.
Well, now I'm in.
All right.
There were
Paula and I don't count, but
I shall leave. I'm gonna.
Paula's coming. Go away. We want to talk about you. Okay, now let's talk about Robin.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I've got like 5.
Celebrities who died. Paula, why are you not in 4?
You said you put me in 4.
I did. It says put you in. It says you have to join though.
This is what it looks like. There's no join thing.
Oh my God, she's gonna drive me crazy.
It's to be there.
I'm moving you to.
I wrote down a few
You're in
that I
4.
remember.
Like we can hear her.
James Earl Jones.
Oh,
Yeah, got him.
Shelley Duvall.
Oh, didn't have her.
Donald Sutherland.
Oh, did he
Yeah.
die? Oh.
Yeah. And I don't know if it might be too recent, but Olivia Hussey.
Who's that? But
She
okay.
played Juliet in the 67 Romeo and Juliet. She got a lot of press recently.
Jimmy Carter. Because it was published a couple days ago, so he should be in there. And she said presidents are in there.
Okay.
They
The
died
ones I
last
had.
week or two, I would pick other people first just in case.
Well, we don't have even nearly enough.
The one I have is Dame Maggie Smith because I killed her.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did.
Liam Payne.
Who?
Liam Payne. He died falling off a balcony. He was from One Direction.
Oh, but that wasn't fame. That was some teenage.
Ask 33 million teenage girls who he is.
You're right. You're right. You are right. I'm sure that was a big deal.
I couldn't name one of his songs, but I know he's famous and died.
Okay, you're right. Right. He died.
Joyce Randolph died.
Who?
Joyce Randolph from the Honeymooners. You don't know the Honeymooners.
Yes, I do. But I don't
You
know.
know Joyce Randolph.
Gleason's the only one I know.
No, but there's
To the Moon, Alice.
Yeah.
Was Joyce Randolph.
But the person who said it was Jackie Gleason.
Alice, I thought that was Meadows.
But who he was saying it to was Joyce Randolph.
You can
Meadows.
argue
I
with
thought
me.
it was,
I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't know who it is. I know who she
Jada
is.
Audrey Meadows, I thought.
Whatever.
I had James Earl Jones, Toby Keith.
Who?
Toby Keith?
He's a singer.
Yeah, country. He
Joe
died?
I
Flaherty.
thought he had died.
Why? Why did he die?
Yeah, what happened
Why
to
does
Toby
anyone
Keith?
die? Let's not get philosophical. I have
You're allowed
Richard
to
Lewis,
die. I don't
and
know
then
how-
Shelley Duvall, Donald Sutherland, Olivia Hussey, and Jimmy Carter. How
Apparently
many?
40 people died.
4, 6, 8, 10. That's 11.
We got
Most of
11?
whom
cat got 11? That's awful. I don't think I remembered anybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I have
11.
another one. I
Who?
think it was 24. Chris Christopherson.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
let's take off Olivia Hussey and put Chris Christopherson.
I did hear about Chris Christopherson. Very sad. Silver Tongue Devil.
Is that a
I
song?
took myself down
Then-
to the Tally Ho Tavern. Buy me a
So we
bottle
probably have a
of
good enough
you.
group to
My
get
mom had such a
solid
huge
ones.
crush on him.
You guys did.
He was amazing. Although we went to see him and he was not in good shape the day we saw him.
Aw.
So we can take somebody else off the list too, because we have 11.
It might be Jimmy Carter just because he's so recent.
Yeah, take Carter off if you think you have better
He
ones.
might not be on that list yet.
Even though she said it's okay to put presidents on there. I mean, what other presidents could it have been?
Did any
Well,
other
The way
presidents
she said
die?
it was like as if there is a president on there.
Well,
Joe Flaherty is very famous in Canada. I don't know how famous he is in America.
who?
Joe Flaherty. He was on SCTV.
Joe died?
Yes.
Count Floyd?
Yes, Count Floyd. He died earlier earlier last year.
How long ago did he die?
He died in like the spring.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah. So he might not make the news in Variety
No.
magazine.
Yeah, I don't think it would be. I would be wary that he'd be in Variety magazine, but I'm just now thinking of Count Floyd and then his talk show host character.
They did really good, Robin. I just sat here
Yeah,
playing
that's
a
true,
game on my
yeah.
phone.
Same here.
Oh, and I know one other who died, but we already have 10. So
Who?
Richard Simmons also died.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that. Yeah.
So if we want to take off Jimmy Carter, we could put on Richard Simmons.
Take Jimmy Carter off. Like you said, it might be too soon.
Yeah. I'm sure his family thinks so.
Well,
You got to
even
vote.
he
That's all
didn't
that
want to
matters.
hang around until January 20th. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
He
that's
liked to
probably
hang around to
true.
vote. That was it.
He's like, I'm not gonna go to that. I don't want to have him at my funeral, so let's get the funeral over before what's his face is here.
Right?
He'll probably show. How much you want to bet? He's just that stupid. Never mind.
Okay,
Never
so I
mind. No
took off
politics is
Olivia
it.
Hussey and I took off Joe
It's a good category,
and I took off Jimmy Carter.
Robin.
Even
Yeah,
though they
because-
all died, taking them off the list will not resurrect them, unfortunately.
Oh,
But will they be on the variety list is the big question.
we don't know. It remains to be seen.
I'm surprised we don't have more categories this week that were, top 10 lists, things published about best books or movies or whatever. Because it is.
I haven't seen a single year in review show.
It always bugs me when this is a pet peeve of mine, okay? That they do those year in reviews in late December, and it's like, well, what are the rest of the year? I mean, they just we just
When do they
forget
do
things.
that other part? Because you can't do it the next year.
Yeah, you can't. So the people who die or whatever, 10 days before the end of the year, they
They're
just don't
forgotten.
count. I think it's sad. I think we should wait. They shouldn't publish until that year.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's disrespectful.
I completely agree.
Okay, so Paula, can you add that to our list of things we're going to change when we rule the world?
Okay.
Paula's got a list of things we're going to
Okay,
change
so
when we
after-
rule the world.
After we win the lottery.
After we win the lottery,
You get your windows cleaned.
I'm going to get my windows cleaned.
You still haven't got your windows cleaned?
I want to have
After
somebody
number
who cleans my windows. I don't even have to ask them. I want them clean inside and outside, and I want them sparkling so like you could feel like you could put your hand through it. That's how rich I want to be, so that it happens, and I don't even think about it. That's what I want in life.
So
That's how rich I want.
your goal of to be rich is so that you can have clean windows.
And not even have to say, God, should I really get them done this month? No, I want them done. I want them just. Of course, Susan's windows are going to be spotless because I want to just be able to look out and not see any spider webs or any dew or anything on
Do
them.
my gutters get cleaned twice a year?
Do you really?
No, I'd
Oh.
like them to.
I never have gutters cleaned.
I clean my windows. I don't clean the second floor windows on the outside, obviously, because I'd die.
Oh,
But I
that's
clean my windows, no problem.
So you
With the
have a second
gutters.
floor? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
See the staircase behind me? Where did
Oh
you think that
yeah,
led
it's
to?
coming out of your head. Well, I see lights.
I've got the door here that goes down to the basement and the
You
stairs
got
here that
3
go to the second
floors?
floor. Yeah.
Jeez, is that a normal thing in Canada?
Yeah.
We don't have basements where we are very often.
Yeah, well, that's because you'd be digging into the ocean now, wouldn't you?
We might go all the way
We're
to
just-
China.
we're just floating.
Whereas we get tornadoes, so you need a cellar to hide in.
Oh yeah, we don't have those. If we had it, we just have earthquakes. If we had a cellar, it just cave on us or
It
something.
would collapse on us. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. I didn't. No, I hate cleaning windows. I hate cleaning windows because I always pick the time of day to clean them when it's sunny and it's beating right on your back, and I hate that. And then I never find the right ladder, and everything's falling. I've got like, oh, I need vinegar, I need paper, and then no, anyway, I can't stand it, but I love clean windows. Oh, I'd also like to have my car always clean, like vacuumed out.
I can't even clean my windows right now because guess what? It's minus 37. Okay, you go to put water on the window and boom, it's ice.
Oh, how fun.
This is the kind of weather where you can take out a boiling mug of water, throw it in the air, and it comes down as snow. That's how
I can't even
freaking cold it
imagine
is.
that. I can't even. That's like
I
that's
did
like
that one time. I
fantasy.
was in Colorado and I took some water outside and I just poured it and it hit the ground. It was frozen.
Oh,
It was
wild.
like, because it was minus 28 Fahrenheit.
That's like the kind of things you hear about on TV but aren't real. It's like, oh yeah, come on, really? No way.
Yeah,
No,
really.
it's true. It's true.
It's
I've got
like
my
in
heat
northern
on in the
Canada.
house, and
It's
it's
and it's so
probably
cold. It's so cold that you don't feel cold.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, you do eventually, but
You,
it's
you
like,
feel cold and then you get numb.
Oh, that must be
yeah,
awful,
And then
Kat.
once you feel warm again, that's a really dangerous sign because hypothermia is setting in.
yeah.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
remembered. Okay, so forgot he played Guy Caballero and Sammy Maudlin. That's the 3 main characters I remember. Joe Flaherty playing on SCTV.
He was the best.
Guy
They
Caballero.
started filming SCTV like 5 blocks from where I grew up.
Aw.
I watched it when it was on because when I was a kid, sometimes it came on after Saturday Night Live in LA.
Oh.
So we would watch SCTV, and it was totally different because it wasn't live; it was edited. And John Candy, of course, was my fave.
Did you ever hear of this, Deborah? Because you're being really quiet, and I've never heard of this person.
Who?
Yeah, she said who?
Joe Flaherty? You don't know who John Candy, Joe Flaherty, Eugene Levy?
I know
They all
John
started on
Candy.
SCTV.
John Candy sounds a little familiar. Isn't he that?
I know who he
Wasn't he
was.
that very big guy, and everybody said he was
Yeah.
eating a lot of candy? That
He
guy.
was really funny. He was great.
They all started out on SCTV together. Dave Thomas.
I know Dave Thomas. He's in New Mexico. He's really cool.
And what's his face? Who's on Murders in the Building? Only Murders in the Building.
I still haven't seen that.
Martin Short. Yeah.
I've heard of him.
I have heard of him.
My favorite John Candy bit on SCTV was when he played Divine.
Oh, I love that.
There was an episode where he played Divine doing Peter Pan.
What?
And
I
his
love the
character-
Schmengi brothers. Cabbage rolls and coffee. Good.
And Farm Report with Joe Flaherty. Yeah.
Oh, blow them up real good.
They blowed up real good.
You guys missed comedy gold, man.
I guess
Apparently.
so.
Just go
I never
YouTube
s-
SCTV. It's the best.
I've never stayed up late enough to see any of that
Yeah, it
stuff.
stands for
City
Second City
Television.
Television.
It does sound a little familiar.
It's fucking comedy gold from the 80s, man.
I lived through the 80s. And I remember it.
Because it was what was it?
Okay, who's
Was
the
it
guy's name I'm
Toronto
looking for?
versus Chicago.
Joe
that-
Flaherty.
part?
What?
Don't make me say it again. I've
I
already
can't
lost my
because
voice.
Paula was talking over you.
Joe.
What? Oh,
Flaherty.
right up Flaherty.
Flaherty.
Okay, which one should I look at? House of Cats.
Yes.
I guess it's good if Paula's cracking up on.
Dr. Tongue's House of Stewardesses.
Yeah, Dr. Tongue transforms women into cats, featuring John. She's gonna cry. She's gonna pee her pants over here. All they did is say the name of the thing.
Because it brings back the memory. You know this.
Deborah's gonna cry.
Hilarious.
Deborah's gonna cry right here, right now.
Why?
I don't know. She says it's funny. Well, she's crying. Paula's crying.
Well, if Deborah doesn't know who the person is, she's not gonna.
Okay,
I'm
you
looking
gotta
at the
look this one up.
pictures of him right now, and he looks familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen things with
Did you
him.
ever see Vacation?
Vacation, dun, dun,
No,
The
I
one
don't think
with
so.
Chevy Chase?
Like George Candy
Um,
was in Planes, Trains,
maybe.
and Automobiles. He was in Uncle Buck.
I saw
There's
Uncle
a House
Buck.
of Pancakes.
In
see.
Vacation,
Oh.
Joe Flaherty is the guy who sold Clark that awful green car.
Oh, Rick Moranis is in there.
Rick
I know Rick
Moranis, yeah.
Moranis is.
That was a Great White North.
I remember that. I remember that.
Bob and Doc McKenzie.
I had it memorized. I could do it all.
He
I
was
love
in
that.
Back to the Future. Happy Gilmore.
How come we're still in this category and why are we not back yet?
The room is closing in 81 seconds.
Oh, where do you see this?
Breakout rooms will close.
Oh, he was an
It doesn't show up
Anchorman.
on my screen until like because if the thing moves, it's
I
good.
think I'm in the regular space. I'm not in a breakout room.
You are not in anything. You never joined, it says. Paula not joined.
Take off.
You are
to the
antisocial.
Great White North. Take off. It's a groovy way to go. Take off. Geddy Lee sang that on the album.
I should
huh?
listen to that album again. That was so funny.
Freaking hilarious. That's my childhood. And you're going, I don't know who that is.
Well, I don't know them by their names.
When I was in junior high or elementary, whenever it came out, everybody was singing that version of the 12 Days of Christmas.
And a beer in a tree.
I remember.
We did not have that.
It does on the
5 golden
two, four.
Rounds up back bacon, 3 French toast, 2 turtlenecks, and a beer in a tree.
I remember that. Oh my God. I am absolutely having flashbacks now to the 1980s. I remember
Welcome
that
to the acid trip. It's the 80s Canadian.
Okay, so you guys got to listen to the tape to hear Kat and Paula singing 5 Days of Christmas, Canadian from what was it? Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Bob and Doug McKenzie's, and
Oh,
that's
God,
been recorded.
All right, we'll have to listen. Okay, I got one more picture before we go to the
What
answers.
did you say? 5 days of Christmas?
The last 5.
Let me say the last 5.
Oh my God, that's that big? Dang. Or is she that short?
It's a mini Paula.
It's a mini Paula.
Oh wow, look at that.
Look at the dog in the background. He's even smaller.
What? Where's the dog? I didn't see no dog.
What dog?
I thought I saw a dog.
Maybe a dog. was
Any
walking
dog,
by.
Susan.
Oh, that's a
Oh, that's
bucket.
not a dog. It's
a
laundry.
bucket.
It's laundry.
No, at the back of the building. Is that
That's-
just a painting of an animal?
No, that's a laundry.
No, he's
It's a duck in a
Oh,
bucket.
it's a pot.
Duck in
It's a flower pot. That's
It's
a
a
With
flower
cat.
pot.
laundry in it.
It's a tuxedo cat.
So if you stand at a certain angle, it looks like Deborah, you're muted. And if you stand at a certain angle, it looks like they're right. Never mind. Nobody's paying attention to me.
I didn't know what you're
supposed
trying to
look-
say.
recreate
Yeah,
the
we're
portrait.
listening attentively.
I'm saying that if you stand in the right spot and you take a picture, it will make it look like you're standing at the same height as them.
Yeah, that's
Their
quite a
faces will be
perspective, though.
framed the same way on the photo with the house in the background in the right place.
I trust you.
I like that lighthouse.
That's Chicago.
Lighthouses are still very triggering for me.
Yeah, indeed.
I went to see a new one just 2 days ago. I never seen it before.
I was disappointed. The first gift exchange that Susan had after the lighthouse category we had, through a series, I don't know how it came to me, but in the mail I received from some nonprofit that I donate to a paper calendar, and it was all lighthouses. And I thought, oh, I'm going to take that to the white elephant. And Susan didn't have the white elephant that year.
Oh,
You don't want to give an old calendar 4 years ago.
But the lighthouse. But speaking of white elephants, did you get the envelope from Peggy? Susan?
Yeah, I already got it and give it to my kitties.
the cats already enjoyed it.
Yeah, they're sleeping with. I already told Peggy. It was very sweet. It was.
Robin, are you going to give us some answers, hon?
Oh,
Or am I
well,
going to have to break out into
Who's
song
dying to
again?
know?
I'd rather you break out in song. Where's Vincent? No, his
Hey,
golden voice.
5 golden
Then
tooths,
4
4
pounds of
round
back
bacon,
bacon,
3
3
French
French
toast,
toasts,
2
two bread
and a
turtlenecks
beer
in
in
a
a
tree.
tree.
Oh my God, you guys know this thing. Oh.
Yeah, it was a big song, and they
Oh
still
my
play it at
God, the
Christmas
whole
time.
album you listen
And
to is
I
an
went to
album that
school
moved
with
on a
him.
turntable.
Trivia question last week was not here, a different place. How many gifts were given in total in that song?
Oh
Oh
God.
shit, no.
in the Bob and Doug
You add
McKenzie
12
version or in
Oh.
the
10
original?
plus
Yeah,
9 plus
I
8
remember
plus
figuring that out one time, and
Okay, here's
I can't
Robin's
remember the
variety.
answer.
Okay, oh my God, Dr. Ruth. Oh, Richard Simmons.
Wait, Robin's going to read them.
What are we talking
Robin,
about?
read him, Robin.
I can't
She's
see
on mute.
You have to unmute, Robin.
22 plus.
Kevin, I love your
Okay, I'm
hosers.
unmuted. I didn't purposefully mute myself, but okay. So let me just read them.
In
I was trying
alphabetical
to cut
order.
and paste all of them. Okay, but it's Linda Lavin, President Carter, Olivia Hussey, Michael Cole from the Mod Squad,
Oh,
Chuck
yeah.
Woolery from
I didn't know that.
it's called Wheel of Fortune and Love Connection, Tony Todd, who was a horror actor, Quincy Jones, Terry Garr,
Oh, yeah.
Phil Lesh,
Wait, what was that last one? Someone said something, I didn't hear it.
Phil Lesh, Grateful Dead guitar.
I remember him. He stayed at the hotel I used to work at.
And Liam Payne, Chris Christopherson, Maggie Smith, James Earl Jones,
Got Chris Christopherson.
Alan Delon, I'm not sure, French actor, Bob Newhart, Shannon Doherty, a few people got her, Richard Simmons, Dr. Ruth, died a week ago or so, Shelley Duvall, Robert Town, who wrote the script for Chinatown, Martin Mull,
Oh, yeah.
Donald Sutherland,
Oh.
Anouk Amy, French actress, Johnny Wachter, played Brando Corbin in General Hospital. He was only 37.
Wow.
Shot and killed during a catalytic converter theft downtown Los Angeles.
Wow, he was trying to steal one, or he was trying to prevent
He
one.
was trying to prevent it.
Prevent it.
Probably prevent. I think he tried to intercept.
And he was killed for that. My God.
Morgan Spurlock, Dabney Coleman, the bad guy from 9 to 5.
I did remember that.
Roger Corman,
He
O.J.
could be the good
Simpson.
guy. It depends on your point of view.
O.J. Simpson was never. He's all what?
O.J. Simpson died?
I know, but
yeah, April 10th.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed that completely.
Barbara
Dropped the
Rush.
ball.
Was on Peyton Place. Chance Perdomo, who was in Gen V and the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, motorcycle accident, 27 years old. Louis Gossett Jr., from An Officer and a Gentleman. Eric Carmen, who was a 70s rock star.
Oh, wow.
Steve Lawrence.
Like Stephen Eady?
Eady.
Mr. Gourmet.
Stephen Eady. Richard Lewis, stand-up comedian.
Comedian.
Yeah.
That was on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, Stephen Evie.
Toby Keith, country and western singer.
Oh yeah.
Cheetah Rivera.
God, he's only 62.
Carl Weathers,
Oh yeah.
who played the part of Apollo Creed
In
in
Rocky.
the first four Rocky films. Melanie, who was a singer from Woodstock.
I knew her manager.
Aww.
Norman Jewison,
It just crashed.
who
Started a bunch of big
was he,
sitcoms.
the director and producer. Mary Weiss, who was in the Shangri-Las. Joyce Randolph, who played Trixie Norton on the classic sitcom The Honeymooners. She must have been very old, 99 years old. Alec Musser, who played in All My Children. Bill Hayes, soap opera star, Days of Our Lives. Cindy Morgan played Lacey Underall in Caddyshack. Was 69 years old. Glynis Johns, who played the suffragette mother, Mrs. Banks, in Mary Poppins. She was 100 years old. Glynis Johns. David Soul, this is last one. David Soul. So
Did I miss Phil Donahue?
he didn't apparently make the list.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. And we took off 3 that were sure things. Sorry.
Did you say Maggie Smith?
Maggie Smith is on it, yes.
Yeah, I killed Maggie Smith. How did you miss that?
Yeah, I knew that one.
Which
We
one?
had, Robin, I didn't hear, but I might have missed Keith Urban and Willie Mays.
Keith Urban was on there, but not Willie Mays.
I
Keith
didn't see
Urban wasn't on there. It was
Keith
Toby
Urban was
Keith.
not on there.
Keith Urban didn't
No?
die.
It's
Keith
Toby
Urban
Keith
as
we got
well.
mixed up on, I
It was
think.
Toby Keith.
So Phil Donahue
It
did
was,
die last
Toby
year,
Keith.
but he's
Toby
not on
Keith.
the list.
That's surprising.
Who's not on the list?
Phil Donahue. He did, but he
So,
had to be
yeah.
on the list. He did die last year.
That's crazy that
He
he's not
should have
on the
been on
list.
that list. He should have been on that list.
Well, these lists are always faulty.
Subjective. They got 40 people on the list. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we had Phil Donahue, Mitzi Gaynor, and Willie Mays. We know they're dead.
Mitzi Gaynor, really?
Yeah.
But that's one of the things that makes it interesting at the end, like who's going to win, because it was who's on this list. So,
And you know who we took off? Jimmy Carter, Queen Elizabeth,
we took off Jimmy Carter. We took off
and Linda Lavin. Linda Lavin.
Queen
No,
Elizabeth
too
died
early.
in 2023.
OJ. We took off OJ.
She's not on the list.
And Donald Sutherland.
Who's the one that was shot during trying to stop a robbery? Which one? The catalytic converter. Which one did you say?
Somebody young. Let me look.
Who shot a catalytic converter theft? Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah,
That's
$70
horrible.
or $50 in
Yeah,
scrap.
but how does that make
Still, yeah, when
this
people
list?
are looking for drug money.
No, I get
But how
it,
does
but
that make this
it's so
list?
tragic. It's so tragic. It's just beyond.
Tragic.
I mean, people have
Johnny
been less,
Wachter.
but still, it's
Johnny?
just horrible.
That's the catalytic converter guy. Johnny Wachter.
Scores.
He was 37.
Scores.
Got whacked.
Hold on. We're gossiping.
That's horrible.
So a catalytic
Oh, what a
converter,
young guy.
catalytic converter, depending on the vehicle, and cost up to $2,500. Just so you know.
In California, it'll cost.
Yeah, but they get
The
like
vehicle
50
needs
bucks
one.
scrap for them.
Yet
can't
another
get
good
one
reason to
because it's
drive an electric
$2,500.
car.
Did they catch the people who shot him?
They whacked them.
No, but they catch the
They
killer,
whacked her.
the killers. Did they catch the killers?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Oh, that's sad. They should nuke him.
That's horrible. Horrible.
Okay. Yeah, for real. So let me get over to the screen to share.
Yeah, it's time for me to go to bed.
Oh,
Thank you, Robin, for this.
okay. So we're going to start with the team that had the lowest score, which is We All Survived the Negative Hype of the Blair Witch Project. Okay, what do you got?
10.
This is Robin's team,
No.
by the way.
That gives you
All right,
belief.
let's see if anybody else did it. Even with religion, Carter was
Right.
an honorable man.
7.
Whoa, whoa. Really care if
the
it's
plot
for a
thickens.
key area.
We got 9.
Ooh, so is Y2K 25 years old going to be able to pull it off?
We got 8.
Hi.
Whoa, a tie game.
Game.
All right.
8.5. I guess we did too well. Too well.
Look at those scores are very similar. Wow.
Right.
Everybody did better than I kind of thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we doing 3 rounds next week so that we can finish early?
No. Don't whine. Sometimes
the worst
we get
that
done
was a
fast,
good
sometimes
that was a
sometimes.
good category. The
But it was all very
unfortunate
good.
part was each one of us going, "Oh, that person died." Oh.
Yeah, it's really sad. They're like, "What? He died?"
Everybody had to talk about it
Can I-
and sing the
can I-
songs.
Can I share something really
And I'm
quick?
traumatized over somebody killed a
night, Alan.
catalytic
Good night,
converter.
Alan.
Good night,
I'm
Gail.
going to share something really important before we go, and that is there was a magician, a mentalist. His name is Rob Zabrecki, and he's a very, very talented mentalist, and he does very scary, creepy stuff. Anyway, he's great, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, his name is Rob Zabrecki. Mark really liked him. He does the seances at the Magic Castle. Anyway, I wrote to him a couple weeks ago to let him know that Mark had died, because I don't know if he knew that Mark had died. And I just want to read to you what he wrote me today. He says, "Greetings, Susan." And I've never spoken to this guy before. "Greetings, Susan. Apologies for the delay. The holidays seem to get the best of my time. The schedule turns to mush for a couple of weeks. I'm so sorry to hear about Mark's passing. He was a remarkable person, and his work made such a significant impact in the seance magic world. I can only imagine how hard this time must be for you. Thank you for letting me know and for sharing the obituary. It was a beautiful tribute, and I was surprised to learn Mark played music, and I wish I had been able to ask him about his music days. I'm glad to hear the mentalist community has been supportive," which they have, because I told him that, "though I'm disheartened that you haven't received the same from the Magic Castle or the broader magic community," which I told him I haven't. I haven't heard anything from the Magic Castle or the magic community. But the mentalist community is definitely. I know Mark was beloved by those I'd met who knew him. Sometimes that side of things can be frustratingly insular, but the important thing is that you're continuing to honor Mark's legacy, especially with your talk at the Magisterium. I told him I gave a talk, which I'm sure was incredibly meaningful. His magic lecture at the Magic Castle several years ago was my favorite. One of my favorites. If there's anything I can do, don't hesitate to reach out. And please know that Mark's influence is still much remembered, at least by those of us who appreciate his work. I'm going to share Mark's obituary in some private magic Facebook groups. Best, Rob Zabrecki, which is really sweet.
That was nice.
And God, let me tell you, as soon as I got this, I was like, oh my God, I went to tell Mark. I can't tell Mark.
Oh.
But Mark would have loved this. This would have been like a big deal for Mark to have received this, because he really, really loved Rob Zabrecki. And Rob Zabrecki's done some of the creepiest magic mentalism I've ever seen in my entire life. So look him up. His last name is Zabrecky. I've put on my Facebook page a few times Rob Zabrecki videos, and he will freak you out. It's so scary. So I'm funny and scary. Anyway, he's got Mark's humor. So anyway. Okay, so I'm going to leave. Paula's going to leave. If somebody wanted to stay and run the game, run the talk, you can talk. I don't mind, but I've got to go off and do some other stuff.
Just in case.
Paula wants it. Karen wants it.
Well,
I'm volunteering just in case anyone stays.
I'll stay a few minutes.
If people stay.
Okay.
Good night, Rob.
I'll see you guys tomorrow and the next day, some of you.
See you tomorrow evening.
You better.
Have fun, guys.
Thank you,
It's
Ramiro.
skeptic
Bye,
camp.
Celia.
So if I
Yes.
hit end, it'll ask me who's hosting it, right?
No, you have to give somebody. No,
You have to give somebody the.
give somebody the host before you hit
You're
end.
staying, Peggy, or good night.
Make
Good
host.
night. I'm
Night,
leaving. You got next week settled, Susan?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Have
All right,
fun
you
at the
guys
skeptic
do-
camp,
Take
folks.
care.
Yeah,
Turn
for
off
real.
the recording.
Good luck with your talk, Karen.
Turn off